Hello, Americans. Your boy Friendly Geordies is coming. What's he bringing? The truth about aliens. I'm pretty sure that you guys never discuss that in the United States, do you? No. Takes a foreigner to point out the glaring hidden secrets in your society. I mean, you like Red Thread, you'll like the show. Make sure that you get your tickets. The links are below. And thank you so much for all the laughs over the years. Yeah.
Welcome back to Red Thread. I have a confession to make. I'm finally ready to admit it to you all after 12 hours of writing about this topic and even longer, well, actually way longer writing about this topic, closer to 50 hours writing about this topic, and then 12 hours of recording this topic. I'm finally ready to admit I may have a slight fascination with Boogie2988. I know.
Wow, this is big.
It feels good. It actually feels good to get it off my chest. I do feel like a drug addict that's finally coming to terms with their addiction.
Yeah. No, I'm glad you're out of the closet, Jackson.
Thank you. I prefer the drug analogy. I prefer the drug analogy, but thank you.
Do you?
Continue.
Yes, I assumed as much. That's why I deliberately pivoted. It is a drug, though. I'm a crackhead too for Boogie.
Yeah, and like with most drug addicts, I'm not ready to give it up. So we're diving back into the deep end here. After the main 4-part trilogy, basically the comprehensive history of Boogie2988 from humble pornographer beginnings to massive lolcow territory. But yes, we did all of that. But even then, even after spending 12 hours of audio time talking about just that, we left out about 90% of his history online.
That's incredible. Wow.
All of the most incredible moments. So many moments we missed. So what better way to resolve that issue than spend even more time talking about Boogie2988? Because honestly, again, I'm ready to admit this. This is my magnum opus. I'm ready. I'm ready to hang up the towel after this episode and walk off into the distance, fading into obscurity from this point on. This was my purpose in life, was to deliver.
Really, you know what? Look, as I don't want to say pathetic, but it is the word that springs to mind. But it really does seem like this was your purpose.
You're
beating dung beetles, you're beating certain spiders that get eaten by their mates. There is some great element to this, but Jackson, I think that your work isn't done here. You know how there's that guy that chronicles Chris Chan's life, and for really should be in the Library of Congress, right? Like it is actually a great public service. I think that you can do the same for Boogie.
No,
I think that you should turn away from the sun.
I'm putting the cart before the horse here and getting to the end of my feelings about Boogie2988 and exposing those. While yes, I have absolutely loved writing this. How many pages of this? There's 37 pages in this document. Jesus Christ. This is a full book. I'm going to release this as a full manuscript / book in the near future. The Boogie Bible. I mean, it could be.
Please call it my life's work.
Yeah, honestly, it's like what, close to 150 at least pages right here across all these parts. That is like reaching book territory.
Very cool stuff.
I could release this as a book for sure.
Yes, you could. And you should.
Yeah, I really should. But yeah, so putting the cart before the horse again, my feelings about Boogie, right? I don't find him interesting anymore. I genuinely don't find him at all interesting. After the cancer saga, I genuinely lost all interest in him. I stopped even paying attention to him because
self-aware.
He's too self-aware now. Yeah,
I mean, it always happens, doesn't it?
It's like if Chris Chan was self-aware, if that were even possible, about his like all of his quirks and such, and played into them. a generous term.
His-
If
yeah,
you
his
played into
foibles.
them, right, then it wouldn't. It's not the same. It's absolutely not the same. You need it was way better when Boogie was pretending like he was sane or he was normal or whatever. He still had that veneer of everyone liked him or everyone believed him or he thought that he could salvage the situation. Whereas now he's just playing into it, and it's boring. I don't like
It is boring. You're right. Yeah, I don't like it either. Not a fan.
Yeah, but don't worry.
It is really strange, isn't it? It's like, it's such a curse being a lolcow. Once you're in, you're in. There's no way out. Have you ever seen anyone? I suppose actually Wings of Redemption. The name does suit.
Broadly speaking, he redeemed himself in a fight with Boogie, but after that, there's still been many lolcow situations stemming from Wings of Redemption. His high point was beating Boogie, and then from there on, I think he beat his. He slapped his wife in a video or something.
The main opponent, huh?
He slapped his wife in a video or something. Like there's still lolcow elements to his life.
There's still lolcow moments.
Yeah.
Well, one day we will have to delve into those. But honestly, I really feel like there is way too much to cover in Boogie, and even just a podcast. Let us know in the comments if you'd be interested in this, because I would. How, like, sort of just like an analysis of like the later episodes of The Simpsons, you know, where it's like, where did it all go wrong? Why isn't it funny anymore? That'd be sick.
An analysis into lolcow as a category of content.
Yeah. No?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure.
Okay, all right. Good. Thank God. I thought I was just out on a limb there. It was one of those mad moments where it's just like, is it lag or did I just say something horrendous, you know? Like,
I hate that when that happens. It happens so much for me. But yeah, I mean, that sounds like a good idea. I do find that the idea of discussing lolcows more scientifically pretty interesting. And also the fact, again, like you said, you can't escape the label once it's given to you. Once the internet has decided concretely and conclusively that you are a lolcow, I don't think you can ever escape that shadow anymore. Like,
I think that's it
because
for you.
everything you do out of desperation to escape that title just further encases you in it. It's brutal.
There's got to be a way out. There really has to be.
There is a way out. The way out is to disconnect entirely from the internet and start a new life away from the internet. But they can never do that because they're lolcows.
Yeah, exactly.
It's incredible. It's incredible how they cannot.
But it's really weird to think about, because I just don't think that the motivation of Wings of Redemption is constant and never-ending attention. I really feel like he genuinely thinks, this is my lot in life. This is my dharma. I am supposed to be a lolcow.
No, I think he's self-aware to the degree that he knows that, you know, he can't do anything more than being an internet laughing stock. So he may as well monetize it to the best of his abilities.
Yes.
I don't think he's acting in the sense of he's playing up his quirks, his lolcow quirks by any means. I think he's aware that people come to him to make fun of him. So he just beats himself because he inherently is
because why not?
mockable. Yeah. So that's why. But yeah, it would be interesting. But we're going to talk about Boogie, and we're going to try desperately to keep this one under 2 hours because it's been extensive so far. But again, this document is immense, and there are many stories. I stayed up until 5 a.m. last night writing out a lot of these little stories, these anecdote stories here, the things that we missed in the main trilogy or four-parter, whatever it was. So these are the ones that we didn't have time to cover in the main episodes. As we learned from our extensive 4-part dive into the rise and dramatic fall of Boogie2988, the power of the internet can lift you up to incredible heights. Similarly, though, it can bring you crashing right back down, revealing all of the skeletons in your closet and sending you into a spiral if you can't handle the spotlight and criticism that comes with the territory of YouTube stardom. Compound this with Boogie's pathological tendency to lie about the worst things imaginable and play the victim to drastic lengths, even going as far to frequently threaten self-harm and suicide to get his way, and you had the ticking time bomb that was Boogie's time in the public eye. Boogie is now a host of the lolcow podcast, as we covered on the last episode, appearing on it almost daily, much to his supposed chagrin, though debate goes on as to whether Boogie's continual meltdowns and freakouts are real or staged. In my opinion, staged heavily, because he knows that he relies on the lolcow podcast for income. Regardless, he finds himself primarily in a position of irrelevance to the vast majority of his old fans and is now just a morbid curiosity of those who follow the lives of people like him, those brave souls,
Not a
like
morbid
myself.
curiosity.
Yeah, fuck. I would kill
Goes
myself
from
if I
funny
was
to
ever
sad if you were
if I
that.
was ever described by ubiquitously as a morbid curiosity. Jesus. I mean, but there's so many elements of this story where I'm like, holy fuck, I don't think I could live this life. Like, I genuinely don't think I could live this life of being the clown 24/7. Like, you like being a clown, but this is a different. This is just a maxing.
No, that's true. Yeah, absolutely. No one has maxed harder in their life.
In many
He
ways,
mogs
in Boogie's
at
sense.
Jester maxing.
He's maxed his weight gain and he's just a maxing. He's maxed all attributes. He stat maxed into those categories.
Yeah, fat maxed. Yeah, he's done it all.
Although we spent multiple hours covering Boogie's journey from the Mr. Rogers of the internet, which is a sentence I just never get old of. Like, we've said it so many times that he used to be known as the Mr. Rogers of the internet, and he turned out to be one of the most deplorable people on the planet.
Isn't that incredible?
So his journey from that title to the lolcow he's now known to be, Boogie has just had a constant stream of controversies and idiosyncrasies that there was still plenty of content we just didn't have time to cover. So in this final part on Boogie, for now at least, we're going to look at some of these other oddities, the proverbial snacks that were hidden away at the back of Boogie's fridge, if you will. Without further ado, let's dive in.
The sentences are on point. Sorry, yeah, go on.
To the first little anecdotal story, Boogie's swatting saga and the war with Sam and Tolkien. At the end of 2019, and again, when I wrote all these, I was actually amazed at just how many of these stories that I remember were during the 2019 period. 2019 to 2020 is when Boogie really went off the deep end. This is when all of the shit caught up to him before the cancer saga. This was like on the downward slope, basically. Like every 2 weeks he was embroiled in something new that was just impossible to look away from because he just kept digging himself into this pit. It was incredible to watch. I think this was the highlight of when, like, the 2018, 2019, and 2020 period is when I was the most invested in Boogie, which is why these stories are in here, is because these are the ones I remember the most.
All right, so this is just your fondest memories.
Yeah, this is the greatest hits collection. Yeah, greatest hits collection for
We're
Jackson.
going through Jackson's picture book of his life.
Mm-hmm.
Going back, you're an uncle being like, hey, I went to Mexico
honestly,
once.
like, I do have fond memories of this time period. The 2019, 2018, 2020 might have been the worst period of Boogie's life outside of the cancer rock.
And it was the best of yours.
They were the best of my life, for sure. And that played a big part of it. At the end of 2019, Boogie eventually grew too fearful over the influence of a certain subreddit who had made it their entire goal to chronicle the misdeeds and controversies that Boogie would constantly leave in his gigantic wake. Given that the user base of the subreddit was growing and the users were now spreading the so-called Boogie mega thread to people outside of their own gated community, Boogie was now feeling the ramifications of the general audience starting to become aware of these controversies, especially given they were so neatly arranged for those who would visit the thread, along with including links to the evidence directly for people to look at. Boogie began to devise a plan, though, to stop the spread of r/Sam and Tolkien through any means necessary, and he started by speaking to 2 individuals on Twitter where he claimed that he had been swatted, quote, 10 times in the past. He directly attributed this as stemming from the mega thread and the folks at r/Sam and Tolkien. And again, for people who might have missed this in the previous parts, we did describe what the Sam and Tolkien website subreddit was. It was a subreddit of people that basically had started. It was a subreddit that was aimed towards a couple, like a romantic couple who were also streamers, Sam and Tolkien, and then those two broke up and there was drama or something, so they chronicled that. But then once that all subsided, the owner of that subreddit took an insane fascination into Boogie and started just chronicling Boogie instead. So the name Sam and Tolkien has absolutely nothing to do with Boogie. It just shifted to a Boogie hate subreddit, basically. They did fantastic work, though. Some of my, I spent a lot of time there reading that mega thread, and all, like, it was a great chronicling of all of Boogie's lowlights. So that was a lot of fun.
God, the internet really came together for Boogie, didn't they?
Yeah. So at the time,
everyone contributed. It was really, in a lot of ways, a highlight of humanity.
So Boogie at the time had a habit of basically DMing on Twitter his biggest detractors. So someone would make a tweet or a post being like, "Oh my god, I can't believe Boogie said that," and then 5 minutes later he'd show up in your DMs, basically ranting and talking about how he wants to kill himself and how bad of a person the person is for exposing him like that, etc., etc. So he was just constantly in people's DMs, whining and complaining and being a big lolcow.
And again, these were the golden years for you. Like, you loved this.
Every new day there was a new Twitter conversation that was leaked between him and some hater, and then he just kept doing it. Like, he knew that they were going to be leaked, and he still just kept doing it. And it was it was unbelievable. It was so good. And it was so long, and they were full of so much manipulation on his part, but it's so lazy at the same time. It's so good. All right, so let's read this DM. So this is again to a member of the Samantoki subreddit.
Yeah.
And this is Boogie talking to them. Quote, "Since I'm taking your advice, take mine. Get away from that hive mind." The hive mind being the Samantoki subreddit. "They are sad, scary, dangerous people. They have swatted me, attempted to destroy my livelihood. They bombed my fans and sponsors with hatred. They have done awful, terrible things. They lie to you and tell you that they want the best, but then
really,
they're the worst. If they wanted the best, they'd leave me alone. Trust me." But I've been swatted twice this month already, remember? So he's really hammering home the fact that these evil, evil people have swatted him. And for those of you that don't know, Jordan, what is swatting?
You would have to include me in these, but I really genuinely do think that it's just like when a Twitch streamer is playing and then all of a sudden they get a kick at the door from one of those battering rams, and then a bunch of guys in like top police gear crash tackle them to the ground. Is that it?
Exactly. So swatting, for those that don't know, is when someone on the internet puts in a call and says, "Hey, I'm aware that Jordan Shanks is holding his fiance hostage right now with a knife. You guys need to get in there and stop this right now. It's there's going to be massive bloodshed, etc." A fake call to the police that causes them to exert massive influence on Jordan's life right now. They crash into his door. The entire SWAT team crashes into the door, into his house at gunpoint, and de-escalates the situation that doesn't actually exist. So swatting is a big deal online. A lot of streamers get swatted. It's pretty fucked up, obviously. It's a waste of police resources, not to mention the fact that, an innocent streamer is victimized in the process. So bad thing. But those are the stakes of swatting, right? When you think of swatting, you think of like armed police crashing into someone's house.
Yes.
That's the consensus.
Yes.
So when he says, "I've been swatted 2 times this month," the insinuation being like they've called in SWAT teams to basically crash in through my house and scare the living daylight out of me. So I want you to remember that.
Okay, I will do that.
He continues, "They letter bombed 2 sponsors already. They contacted a friend of mine on Facebook and tried to convince her to stop being my friend because she was female and I am a rapist. I shit you not. Don't feed these people, please." The owner of the subreddit, Haber, probably doesn't know he's helping people do all this, so I forgive him. So that's the main point.
It's incredible. Like, yeah, I'm very used to the pattern now. Thank you for educating me on this, Jackson. But it's really interesting. You're right. He's figured out one manipulation combo move, and he's kind of like one of those annoying Tekken players, i.e. your little brother, that figures out, this is the killer move, and then he just keeps doing it, spams it, the move.
I forgive you, I love you, it's okay.
Yes, yeah. Sling your arrows on me if you must, but just know, I forgive you.
It's constant. He's incessant need to be the good guy, while also it's so insincere because he's on the other side, literally wishing death on you at the same time. He's like seething on the other side of the phone, thinking about you dying. And he's like, "Don't worry though, love you."
Yeah.
Just be genuine for once in your life. The owner of the subreddit, Haberdasher A, was immediately offended by the insinuation that he was involved in some way of facilitating swatting attempts against Boogie, which would be a felony. So Boogie was inadvertently accusing Haberdasher of a felony. He immediately combed through public police records legally available to anyone who asks the department to investigate the dispatches to Boogie's home in the year. He discovered that Boogie had never been swatted at all. He had received welfare checks, which makes sense given Boogie's threats of suicide, but none of these were in December like Boogie had claimed, and Boogie had only received a total of 3 in 2019, as opposed to the 10 he had claimed he had received. Of these 3 welfare checks, Boogie wasn't even present for 2 of them, as made evident by the police reports, which we do have the police reports right here.
It's incredible how much investigating people do into Boogie's life. That was quite impressive snooping. But go on.
Yes. I'm not going to show these documents because in case there's address information on there, even though he has repeatedly doxed himself through various different means. Just don't even put these police reports on screen. I'm not going to risk it. But basically, these police reports show that welfare checks were made several times. Actually, I think I can show this document. So basically, this is an example of one. So at 9:58 a.m., this is the police report. It says caller's friend Stephen Williams, that's Boogie, has been making suicidal statements stating he's going to kill himself. No means or methods at this time. Caller does not have an address for this subject, does not have a phone number. Alert in house for this subject being a YouTuber who gets false reports made against him all the time. Made his statements via Facebook. Caller is going to send screenshots of the messages that were sent to the dispatch cell phone. So while there are, I'm sure Boogie claimed to the police that these were false reports, there's evidence, just endless evidence of Boogie threatening suicide online. So it's completely understandable why welfare checks were constantly made against Boogie during this time period. Because, of course, if you're threatening suicide online to people, the logical outcome is going to be a welfare check. Like, of course. The responsible outcome is going to be a welfare check. But yeah, anyway, so the police showed up 15 minutes later to his house, and they write the report saying, it was another false alarm. Mr. Williams told me he had no intentions of harming himself. He made a comment on Facebook that he claimed was a joke. He apologized for us having to come out as often as we do. He was in the middle of packing a bag, stating he was going to catch a plane today. So that's an example of the police reports. Anyway, does that sound like swatting to you? Of course not. These were welfare checks. All 3 were welfare checks. Those were the only reports. So immediately, Boogie was exposed as a giant liar in this situation. And in response to these allegations that Boogie was, shocked Pikachu face, lying about the situation in order to facilitate pity, Boogie claimed that the local police had actually struck up a deal with him in July of that year. According to Boogie, the police had agreed. Oh my God, this is so stupid.
Please.
Well,
Jackson, you got to fill us in.
Ready to watch this man dig himself deeper and deeper into these lies. According to Boogie, the police had agreed to keep his name out of the police records so as to avoid more harassment against him. Boogie also claimed that he took a picture of the cop in July as proof that it had happened, but the cop asked him not to. So here's a few tweets from Boogie at the time. Someone says, please explain this without blocking me. And it's a picture about how the dates that he said were lies, basically. And that there were only three what do you call them, welfare checks during that time period, not even any swatting attempts. Boogie replies on Twitter saying, since the July welfare check, they supposedly don't include it in the blotters, which is the records. We established that it's just harassment and they don't want the people doing the harassment to get their reward, was my understanding from the cops I have spoken with. Part of discouraging it, I guess. It's my understanding that the last welfare check they were going to make public was the July one. So he's claiming that he had an understanding or a deal or an arrangement with the police department that if they were ever called out again, they would not include that in their police records to discourage any more welfare checks against him or any swatting attempts against him. That's his claim, okay? Which is absolutely stupid. Like, obviously,
it's really
it doesn't
incredible.
Even make any logical sense to have an arrangement with the police department.
Let's make a deal. Yeah, with the cops. God. Master negotiator Boogie.
He continues, after reading that screenshot, let me once again say I do not know or believe it has anything to do with that subreddit. As I have said time and time again, could be Reddit, Kiwi Farms, or someone random, but it happens. Sorry for implying I knew who it was. If I did, clearly don't. Someone replied, when did you take that selfie with the cop again? Did he go all the way to VidCon to get it? And then Boogie says, in late July, so he's doubling down that he took a selfie with the cop. In late July, right before my birthday, is the first of many undocumented visits. So he's doubling down, okay? So remember this. He's making the claim that the police have an understanding with him or an agreement with him to keep
secret deal.
to keep visits to Boogie's house out of public records, which aren't even public by the way. They're public in the sense that you have to make what is that, freedom of information request or whatever. You have to make a request with the department to get the document. So it's not public in the sense that they're advertising it. It's literally just like they legally have to do it. The police department legally has to document all the things that they do.
Of course.
Which anyone understands. Like everyone knows that they don't have undisclosed agreements with YouTubers to keep visits to their house off the records.
This will be kept off the record. Yeah.
He
seems to be mistaking the local police enforcement with possibly the CIA. That's how high stakes Boogie's life is.
This was almost immediately revealed as another lie from Boogie, as Boogie was not even at home to take the picture on the day of the July welfare check. He was, in fact, at VidCon, where he was seen by many other YouTubers. This was also the VidCon event where Boogie earned himself a reputation for suicide baiting all of the other attendees there, further validating the need for wellness checks against him in the first place, which is probably why that July welfare check happened. He was tweeting a bunch to DMs a bunch at the time to people being like, I'm going to off myself soon. You're going to be very happy when I do. All my fans and everyone are going to be so happy with the surprise that I've got coming up in the next few weeks, basically insinuating that he was going to kill himself. Just all of this stuff. And he was doing it to people at VidCon as well. Like Keemstar had stories at the time. The Cold One guys had stories. A lot of people from VidCon basically all confirmed that Boogie was just going around telling other attendees that he was going to kill himself soon. So is it any wonder why welfare checks were made against him and why he even lied about this? It's insane.
It's so good that he just walks around in public events. I'm a big fan. I've been watching you for years, Boogie. Oh, yeah, that's really good, man. Hey, can I let you in on something? This is the biggest decision of my life.
And you get to know. I'm going to kill myself.
Now, let's all keep this a secret, shall we? Don't care for my welfare. No one else does.
So we have a picture here where he claims during his July welfare check that he took a picture of the police officer. That was the one where he said, quote, I took a picture of the cop in July and he asked me not to do that though, so seems unlikely. However, police records show that the welfare check took place on July 11th, which is the same week as VidCon. There's a picture here of that, the welfare check in the police records, basically the time and date, as well as the location, which is censored, so you can show this photo. So basically confirming that the date was the 11th of, what is that, July? No. April, May, June, July. Yes, July. So the 11th of July. Here, Boogie tweets, feels good to be out here one more time for more VidCon. Sorry, I haven't been tweeting much, but I'm really trying to enjoy this VidCon. Probably my last one as a featured creator. We'll try to post.
We'll try to post leaks.
Pics.
Follow the clues, kids.
We'll try to post some pics with fans and creators here on Instagram. And if you'll notice, that tweet was made on 10th of July, 2019, one day before the July 11th welfare check. And then he also tweeted on the 13th of July, still at VidCon, saying, last day of VidCon, it's a picture of him at VidCon. Let's hope it gets weird, ruffle, end quote. So he was there from at least the 10th to the 13th of July. The welfare check was on the 11th of July, and he said that he took a picture of the cop that came to that spotted him or came to the welfare check as confirmation that he had been there. Which is impossible because he was at VidCon. So he's just caught in an enormous lie here. Another lie that he didn't need to make. Not even
And I'm sure that he has a dashing way out. This is Mission Impossible. And he is Tom Cruise.
It's actually remarkable. Also, the fact that he's tweeting about this stuff, like last day of VidCon, let's hope it gets weird, ruffle. Feels good to be out here for one more VidCon. Meanwhile, over those days, he's going around like telling everyone that he's going to commit suicide. What do you mean? Feels so good to be out here. Probably my last one as a featured creator, though. And then telling people he's going to die. What an insane person. It's so good. Boogie's claims, continuing on, Boogie's claims that he had a deal with the police starting from July of that year were also heavily refuted by, well, the Fayetteville Police Department themselves, of course, who confirmed that no such deal had ever been arranged and no records are ever or were ever purged from their systems. There's an email here from the Fayetteville, which is Boogie's home city, their police department saying, quote, "Thank you for your inquiry. No records are ever purged from our system, and there has never been nor ever will be an, quote, understanding, end quote, with police or dispatch to omit calls from public records. Please provide name, address, and date of birth, if possible, of the individual and location you are inquiring, and we will be happy to provide any public information. Thank you." So, I mean, I don't know.
You gotta love it.
I don't know how much worse you could get for Boogie in this at this time in terms of being exposed as a giant liar. Unforced as well. Like, he didn't need to make the claim that he was swatted 3 times, which itself was a lie, and then double down on the fact that there was an understanding with the police to not make it public. Meanwhile, they come out and directly say, no. No, that did not happen.
I do like that the police went out of their way. It probably means that there was a lot of questions getting hurled out of it. And they were like, dude, we've got to make a public statement about this.
Yeah, this is a big deal. He says, quote, on Twitter, "As I've said, they have not documented every single visit. There was an additional visit just before my birthday, which clearly wasn't documented, and that is when I grabbed the photo. I would gentiment. I don't think that's a word. I don't know what that means. I would guesstimate.
Guesstimate?
Maybe.
Yeah, he's probably saying guesstimate.
I would guesstimate we have documented proof that they aren't recording all of them. I don't know what that means. He's such a bad typer when it comes to DMs and stuff. You're going to see that. Someone replies, "Not documenting visit sounds rather shady. Isn't that illegal? What if something went wrong and there was no record of visit as proof? That would put the police under major scrutiny." Of course, of course, there's no understanding. Someone messages the Fayetteville Police Department asking, quote, "Hi, I've been doing some research on crime in the area for a study, and I've been informed that you do not document every visit made, whether it be for a domestic case or a welfare check. Is this true? Thank you for your time." And the person, the Fayetteville Police Department representative, replies, quote, "Every time an officer is called out to an address, there is documentation." And so, yeah, again, just massive lie. Boogie doubles down though, or continues, and he says, quote, "Genuinely do not know. I think it's part of their SWAT training, and then they've learned and understood that they can't reward people for making false calls. You'd have to ask them." Again, conflating swatting with welfare checks, by the way. The people going out on welfare checks probably don't do SWAT training. These are like, from what I understand, like beat detectives or whatever, like patrol officers, basically, not SWAT officers. I think it's so he's saying, I think it's part of their SWAT training that they've learned to not document every case when they're called out. What are you even saying?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening in his brain there.
So people like,
is a movie firing off?
SWAT, the SWAT team is called out to, infiltrate an operation or infiltrate a person's building, and they've learned not to make documentations on that. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, okay. So he isn't mistaking it with the CIA. He seems to be mistaking it with the KGB, that just in case they ever get caught, there is no paper trail. It's all in their head.
Yeah, but he's saying it in the sense that he's understood that they make that decision because they can't reward people for making false calls.
All right, well, that is a true mystery to me. I really don't know what the fuck he's talking about there.
He continues.
Yeah, okay, go on.
You'd have to ask them. I genuinely don't know what their decision-making process is in this stuff. I was just giving up on the lies, I guess, and just throwing out I don't know. I don't know, bro. Is it possible that they are listening?
Man, it's like quite a great little bureaucrat too, isn't it? Just putting it around the circle round. It's just like, please see the police department. Thank you very much. Sincerely, Boogie.
And now he throws in another little lie. Or not a lie, like a little manipulation tactic, basically. He says, quote, "Is it possible that they are listing them still and changing the name and address or leaving that part blank? Check the blotters for that, I guess. There were 2 calls in December, so look for dispatches without an address or a fake one." So he's like trying to be helpful almost, trying to provide a solution for people to help find his missing dispatch calls, which don't exist.
It's so good. A scared wild goose chase. Like one implemented out of fear.
Once it was confirmed that this is so good. Once it was confirmed by the police department that Boogie was lying and that he had never been swatted, and in fact he had only ever had welfare checks sent to his residence due to his repetitive suicide baiting, which he, of course, exaggerated.
So
he
swatted himself, basically. Yeah.
Boogie had no other option other than to admit defeat and admit that he was lying. But of course, it wouldn't be Boogie if he did the reasonable thing. Instead of admitting that he had been caught out in a desperate lie, he admitted that he had spread, quote, misinformation, knowing that the information would leak to a certain subreddit. That's right. Boogie was the mastermind after all.
All along.
So here we go.
We've reached the final stage yet again. So it is not the final stage. This just seems to be his loop.
Yeah. A day after that, all of this was made pretty much evident that he had been lying through his teeth about the swatting, the amount of welfare checks, the agreement with the police department, all of it, basically. He tweets out saying, quote, boy, that hate subreddit is going to wake up to a real banger in the morning. Not half as funny as their reaction to the sponsored video will be, though. You guys said grow a spine, so here we go. Details in the replies for those interested. So I always have a bunch of people tweeting at me for attention ever since I talked to one critic this summer. So I took advantage of that and slipped into DMs a few weeks back and filled one guy with misinformation I knew he would leak, mixed with truth. I am a terrible liar, and reading it back is so cringe. Claimed I dated a 43-year-old woman for almost a year, said I was writing a book, and then in parentheses, half true, and all kinds of other stuff. Was hoping it would keep them busy. It sure did. It was like they discovered the Dead Sea Scrolls. One of the things I said was that I got 10 visits from the cops in December. Now, that's not much of a lie because I got maybe 4 visits last year. I just shifted the dates around. Had no clue they would latch on to that one like they did, though. To prove me wrong, they literally looked up my home address and cross-referenced it via police records to try to discredit me. But in the process, actually proved I got swatted 3 times last year. Again, welfare checks, not swatting. Proved I got swatted 3 times last year. Providing these dates make it easier to find my address, by the way. I mean, they literally violated Reddit policy by making it easy on a thread to find my home address. It could even get their subreddit shut down. Absolutely insane. What's even crazier is they tried to make it seem like I blamed them for the SWAT. I didn't. This was, of course, horribly manipulative and something I would never normally do. I have a friend. Here we go, the classic. I have a friend in PR, and she recommended giving them misinformation, and I figure I have nothing to lose at this point, so why not have fun with it? But wow, did they take the bait. So, of course, it's never his idea whenever things go wrong. It's always some friend in some mysterious...
Yeah.
McJuggernuggets again, goddammit, he's back at it.
Far out.
I'm sorry
this
if this...
time he's a woman.
I'm sorry if this disappoints you. Yeah, this was after he was post-op at this point or something. I'm sorry if this disappoints you, but after years of being harassed by these people, I wanted to take some control back. So, of course, he's the victim in the situation. I just can't believe how awful it made them look. Doxing me, then spending hours going through police records to discredit me. Horrible obsession gone awry. So what is it? Are they public records or are they doxing him? Are they like hacking? It's like... He claimed that they were public records, and they are. Like they got the information of the welfare check through a legal system, and I think they didn't even make the address public. I think they censored it. So I don't know. He continues. I feel really dirty and awful. I don't like lying, and I don't like manipulating. Though I'm not sure if I had it to do over again, I would do it. But I figure if they were going to call me that, I may as well take that and use it against them. I need a shower.
Yes.
Nothing in the world more dangerous than someone
even when he's
nothing...
being a genius, he's also awesome and nice as well.
Yeah. And how he regrets it so much. He hates lying, guys. He hates
Yeah.
But it was for a greater good, guys.
God, I'm an honest person.
He continues, nothing in the world more dangerous than someone who has nothing left to lose, though. I recommend watching out. This lolcow gonna milk those assholes back for a change. Told you I would turn into wings or feel low. Just don't know if I could do this for a living. Fuck me.
Wait, what? He is, though. He's living the
dream.
He
is now, yeah. How annoying is his style of writing and how he like conveys his thoughts?
It's really weird, isn't it? It's like when you hear him speak, great. Writing, I don't know, dyslexia maybe? What do you think it is?
No. It's just, it comes across in the way he speaks as well. It's like he attributes so much dramatic flair to the way that he packages his thoughts, basically. Like
yes, he does.
It feels like a Marvel movie or something where he's like looking at the camera and winking, basically. Like, oh, I need a shower, guys. I feel so dirty. I don't know if I could do this kind of thing again. You guys know me. I'm such an honest guy. Yeah, so it's just, again, it's all so disingenuous and insincere, and it like bleeds through it.
That guy has watched like a lot of Marvel movies, right? Like repeatedly.
He's just
that is his mind.
He is literally like, it's ironic that he's in war against the subreddit because Boogie is like the biggest neckbeard redditor stereotype living. I think like he is that.
He should know how they think and act. This is the strange thing. Do you think that he is aware of other people's motivations, or do you think that he's constantly thinking about how to skirt his motivations?
I don't know what you mean.
Like, when do you think he knows what those Redditors want?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's aware that they want to destroy him. What do you mean? What do you think that he thinks?
I'm just constantly thinking when it comes to Boogie, because there's something about it like where he's trying to be a master manipulator, but it's almost as if he doesn't understand how what he is going to say is going to be perceived. Like he thinks the things that he is saying are going to be, oh, this will get them.
Well, no, the manipulations
absolutely ruin
them. Like I think he's aware of the motivations of the hate subreddit and the people that are already converted against him. He's not trying to manipulate them. He's not trying to make an appeal to them. Like this is on his public Twitter. His manipulations are targeted at his audience or the people that are on the fence or anything like that. Like he's given up on those people. In fact, that's why this entire saga happened, was because he wanted to get them shut down so that they would stop spreading. Like the mega thread wouldn't exist anymore as a way of convincing people. Like his manipulations are directly targeted at his audience, not the fucking Redditors of Sam and Toki.
But his audience is aware of what he is.
Well, now, yeah.
His audience are now. So even at this stage, there was still a lot of people. I still love you, Boogie. There was a lot of that.
Yeah, absolutely. This time, for sure. Okay. Like it was definitely like dwindling and it was going down, but there was still people that he was desperately trying to hold on to.
Yeah.
So that's why he was so fearful of Sam and Toki, was because it really made it very easy for it was just a giant thread of every single bad thing he had done or every single lie he had told, just chronicled with links of the evidence. It made it as easy as possible to share. In fact, if there was ever a Reddit thread about Boogie in a positive light, like most of the comments below would just be a link to the mega thread. So anyone who came across it would just immediately go there and be shown just horrible clips basically of Boogie lying or saying fucked up things or being exposed as just a bad person.
Far out.
That's why he was so because every day he was just churning audience members to this. Not only did this post feature the classic "I was merely pretending to be retarded" gimmick that Boogie is well known for now, it also featured another classic of his, that being he only did this because a professional and well-respected friend had told him to do it. This time, the friend was a, quote, friend in PR who had, quote, recommended giving the misinformation, end quote, so that Boogie could show everyone that the people on the subreddit had a, quote, horrible obsession gone awry, end quote. Honestly, his motivation even in this cope doesn't make much sense, because all that was achieved was Boogie looking like a moronic liar who got caught with his pants down lying about something, not to mention that he hadn't lied explicitly to the subreddit users like he had claimed, and that he'd actually made the lies in public posts on his Twitter account directly to his audience as recently as the previous few days. So yeah, I mean, if you go back to the original DMs that he had made, where he had claimed that he had filled it in with misinformation, none of the things... sure, they were lies or whatever, but they weren't the lies that everyone was up in arms about. The lies were him doubling down on Twitter, basically just reconfirming it. So why, if his goal, right, was to spread misinformation that made the subreddit look bad when they spread it, why would he then double down to his own audience on Twitter and be like, no, they did swap me, guys. I just have a deal with them. That means that they won't tell you guys when they swap me or whatever. Like, why would he make that lie? That doesn't serve that. He would have immediately, if he was telling the truth here, he would have immediately come out and said, guys, I spread that misinformation to them to make them look bad. See how they run with everything? They're such idiots. They don't even investigate anything. He didn't do that. He just lied to his audience. So even his cope here doesn't make sense.
No.
As for the misinformation he had spread to that vile and reprehensible subreddit users, well, here they are. All right, let's have a look at these lies that he spread. Okay, so this is a DM. This is gonna be cringe. This is DMs to one of the users at the subreddit. He says, You think that, this is Boogie, you think that, but it's absolutely not true. Would you like to know 3 things that nobody knows about my personal life? Boogie messages the subreddit user. The subreddit user replies, sure, Boogie, let's hear it. And Boogie says, quote, I dated a 43-year-old woman for 6 months last year. We broke it off just before the summer started because it just wasn't going anywhere, and I knew I was going through a bad spell and didn't want to drag her through it. End quote. What a good guy. The person replies, wow, insane. What are the other 2? And then Boogie continues. Number 2, well, I'll read it verbatim. You can make sense of it. Quote, being 2 of my closest friends stopped hanging out this summer because of me expressing my suicidal thoughts to them. Is that a lie, Boogie? It sounds pretty on point for Boogie's history at this point. They were there for me up until the 24th, but when I chose to live, they felt that I was lying and have not wanted to be my friend. Wait, so when I chose to not kill myself, they felt I was lying and have not wanted to be my friend? Your friends when you dead?
Yeah, is that what's going on? Because they thought that there was an expiry date to it, and they were just like, no, this just is going to strand on. This is an ad infinitum.
Of course,
no, I wanted a short-term friendship.
Of course, I understand their point of view, and we're working on reconciling. They were at my Christmas party.
How? I don't understand their point of view.
I have met with a plastic surgeon who is giving me estimates about my skin removal surgery and is willing to do it now without any more weight loss to help facilitate exercise. But I'm putting it off until I get under 300 so that I'll be more successful and they can remove more skin. Another one says, I'm 50 pages into a book I'm writing. I don't think I'll ever release it or sell it, but it feels good to write again. I threw that 4th one in there just because I know I've talked a little bit about plastic surgery, but not the extreme details. So why not a bonus when just to be safe? No clue what the. So his claim is that he sent these messages as misinformation to make the subreddit look bad. What is all this? Is this misinformation? This sounds pretty honest. Like, what's the misinformation about? I'm 50 pages into a book I'm writing. What could, like, how is that a lie?
Surprise, I'm 30 pages in.
How is it a lie that's going to make the subreddit look bad? If they took your word that you yourself said, I'm 50, they believed your lie and that makes them look bad?
Hang on. Okay, Jackson, do you think that when he's doing these things, do you think that it's premeditated, or do you think that he's sort of just
no, at this time
divvying from one lie to the next?
Yeah. At this time, I think it was more manic lying as opposed to like an orchestration.
Manic lying.
Yeah, no, I think every single time, like, someone would come out and be like, you're lying, he'd be like, oh, fuck, no, I meant it, seriously. And then he tells another lie to validate the previous lie. So it's just like emergency.
Wow, what a
lying.
life. So propelling from one to the next, just like little Mario speed boosters of
desperation.
lies.
Like, because this doesn't make any sense.
Permanent desperation. God, it is an exhausting life, isn't it? What I meant to say was for 20 years.
Because, again, nothing in here makes sense to release to the subreddit as misinformation that would make them look bad. Like, what have you admitted to? Nothing.
Yeah.
Like, all of this is just, like, clearly he was just spamming this person with boring stories about himself to make him look good.
Yes.
And then
Would
he's
you like to know some mysteries about myself?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Mystery the first. But dude, it is really weird how like nerdy this guy speaks, isn't it? It's always just like, I will give you the riddle 3. It's really weird. Riddle the first. Is this a lie or not? I had toast today. It's kind of interesting in how pathetic it is, you know? Like, that's the interesting thing about Boogie.
It's so pathetic.
It's really pathetic.
And he doesn't understand that it's pathetic. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, no. Like, in his mind, like, he does just live in this fantasy world where he is imagining himself as some sort of, like Chad Leprechaun. Don't you think?
Yeah. Looking back, though, the person that he was talking to should have clearly known that these were lies immediately, as Boogie would never date anyone over the age of 21. And yet he says here, I dated a 43-year-old woman. Yeah, right. As if.
Yeah. 43 months.
That's not, that's. What is that, like 4 or 5 years old?
Yeah, what does that make it? 5-year-old. He dated a 5-year-old. That's what we're saying. You heard it here first. You really think that should have made it to the actual thing, but no, these are just the addendum notes.
May have dated a 5-year-old. Maybe, I mean,
if 40, we assume, go.
A 43-year-old woman is definitely like an Arkansas 3 for him, so it wouldn't be good enough for Boogie, of course.
No. What was it again? Arkansas 8 or bust?
Yeah, it was like he's only.
But it's
happy
really
with
weird. Like, what is an
9s.
Arkansas 8 in comparison to an LA? Because
Well, I
does
don't
that
know.
make it an LA 3?
Yeah,
I don't know how his rating system
I don't know how
works.
his rating works at all. I don't think there's no scientific analysis yet of his rating system. We'll have to wait for that.
There should be.
However, Boogie would go on to have an extended Twitter conversation with a user from the subreddit, which is long but worth a read, as it's undeniably hilarious to see a 45-year-old man show the mental maturity and intelligence of a 13-year-old. Let's have a look at this. Oh my god.
Let's.
All right, he says, can you see the screen? Maybe you read the person that he's replying to.
I read the person that he's replying to.
Yeah,
you read
and
Boogie.
I'll do Boogie. Should I finally tell you guys the truth, or should I keep milking this one?
The truth is always the better option.
Okay, so go back and look at the original chat I had with that guy. It's chock filled with misinformation. I had no clue which one you guys would latch onto, but the fact that it was the swatting one is the best it could have possibly been, as opposed to the lies about his 50-page book, I guess, which is, yes. I personally thought you guys
I like his display picture as well. It's very, I am your uncle, and this is the first photo I've ever taken. But yes, go on.
Awful. I personally thought you guys were trying to figure out who the 43-year-old woman I was supposedly dated was, or maybe the book. I was shocked to see they latched onto the swatting though. Why? That would be the most obvious.
Yeah, what? You think they'd latch onto the book one, did you?
No one cares about your book.
Silly.
Or the 43-year-old woman.
I thought that they'd be interested in how amazing I am. Yeah.
It's not even much of an exaggeration because I got swatted like 4 times last year. Again, you stupid idiot. There's a difference between welfare checks and swatting. You're lying still.
Mm.
I couldn't possibly.
That is weird, isn't it?
I couldn't possibly hope that Haber, the subreddit moderator or owner, I couldn't possibly hope that Haber would try to make it all about himself and the facts that he poured through police records and doxed me to get my address. Wow, just insane. It couldn't have played out better. You guys.
You fell into my web.
Yeah, my trap card.
Yet again.
Fucking moron. You guys
Boogie
always
wins every
accuse
time.
me of being manipulative, so I thought maybe I would finally give it a try, and Men at Work, good band. I should have been doing it all along, but it's just not my thing. But this was my friend's idea. Oh my god. But this was my friend's idea from a PR firm to throw you guys a bunch of misinformation and see what you did with it. Stuff that's easily proven wrong. See, it's kind of like what is it? Like professional confirmation. That's why he throws it in there. Again, another manipulation tactic. Being
What's
like,
professional confirmation?
well, I mean, it's not an actual thing. I'm just saying, like, he throws in the fact that his plan or the things that he's doing are recommended by a professional. That gives it an air of being the responsible or appropriate action that he has taken because it's been confirmed or recommended by a professional. That gives it that. So he uses that to his audience. He's like, I also to absolve himself of any guilt, of course, but also
Always.
to make it look like the thing he's doing is the responsible thing to his audience. He will be like, well, my highly decorated friend, very professional, been in the PR industry in Hollywood for 40 years, recommended I do this. When it's like the last thing a PR person would recommend you do is spread easily proven misinformation online that can pretty much immediately backfire in your face and make you look pathetic. I don't think a single PR person, even the worst PR person, would recommend that as a course of action.
It is remarkable to think about somebody who's like, in all my 40 years, I've recommended to every single one of my clients, make a huge jackass of yourself, and then deny everything after that.
Self-implode.
I think that you want my advice for a career. I think that you should get everybody to mistrust and hate you.
Yes, Boogie. So a professional recommended this to
It would
you.
be honestly amazing to learn that Boogie, this is the thing that Boogie was telling the truth about all along. Like, because actually it would like explain everything else, and it turns out that he was honest about everything if that is the case.
It's just a really bad PR agent who hates Boogie.
Go, Boogie. I believe you. That is so incredible.
Just gassing him up, being like, Boogie, the public
And then,
response
because he put him in all these lies, it's just he constantly just being like, no, everybody thinks that I'm the boy that cried wolf, and then going back to that PR agent doing the laugh, being like, he truly was a victim of bad advice, like he was saying all along.
we need to find who this PR person was.
Yeah, no, that's what Reddit should be devoting their time to.
In reality, the picture of the PR person is just Boogie with a fake mustache on, just so you guys know. There's no PR person.
This is the only known photo of this man. We've got to start that subreddit. Just a photo of him turning with his head with one of those really obvious fake moustaches. And then at the bottom, it just says, the search continues.
All right. But this was my friend's idea from a PR firm to throw you guys a bunch of misinformation and see what you did with it. Stuff that's easily proven wrong. But the fact that you guys doxed my address and poured through police records and also try to make something said in a private conversation all about yourselves just finally proves to the right people how insane the harassment I'm getting is. I can't believe he thought that this made him look good. And again, I don't really care anymore. My career is over anyway. I don't even plan to talk about it publicly or prove how crazy you guys are. Remember that? Because that gives you the attention that you want.
That you deserve. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Oh, fuck, where was that? One. You guys can take this and spin it to where I did a felony or whatever it is you guys want to pretend I did, but at least now I know for myself I'm not crazy. You guys are literally mental. You doxes me. You went through police records. That's an unhealthy level of insanity. The docs, is spelled as in like the docs that create boats. The doxing thing could probably get these subreddits shut down.
Why?
But I have no desire to do that, and I'm not sure it would anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. But I recommend you guys be more careful about that kind of thing in the future if you want to keep harassing people. Personal information and boxing is against the rules.
And boxing?
How does he spell it wrong every single time in a different way? And I'm pretty sure the mods, capitalized, there know that, so they shouldn't be talking about doing it. Pretty sure if I link to the thread, retalks about personal police records and stuff, it could get them shut down. But like I said, no desire. What I think was particularly awesome is that you even proved that I got swatted 3 times last year for me. You looked up the dates and posted about them for me. Talk about making me look sympathetic. And I never said it had anything to do with your subreddit. He's just ranting. He's ranting so much. It's just endless. And I never said it had anything. The other person hasn't replied at all.
Dismantle my master plan.
Talk about making me look sympathetic. You fell right into my trap. And I never said it had anything.
I can't believe he said it.
He didn't say that. I mean, he said talk about me making me look sympathetic.
Oh, no, yeah. Okay, all right, yeah. Sorry, continue.
And I never said it had anything to do with your subreddit specifically because I honestly couldn't know that it did. I genuinely don't think anyone in charge of that board would do something like that. But it still happens. It added up to a really fun week though, and I'm grateful for you guys doing stuff like this for me. Oh God, he's throwing everything at him. He's like, actually, I want this, guys. I love what you're doing. I love when you bully me. I love it. Keep bullying me, please. It makes me so happy. It's like that fucking thing that like kids used to do whenever,
That's what I was thinking then. School. It's really incredible. He's using the exact same tactics that I remember trying out in middle school, as you Yanks would say it, and then realizing, oh, okay, that doesn't work.
Yeah,
and
when someone makes fun of you when you play into it, being like, oh, yeah, I am ugly, or I am dumb. Oh, you're right. Like, okay.
I meant to do that.
Yeah. I meant to piss my pants. I'm part of the festivities.
So silly, huh?
It added up to a really fun week, though, and I'm grateful for you guys doing stuff like this. This stuff used to make me so miserable back when I still had something to lose, but now that it's all pretty much gone, I can just do whatever I want, lol. I mean, even if the cops do arrest me, what does that impact? Don't know why I picked you to tell this to. I was going to make a post about it in my subreddit instead, exposing you guys for being lunatics, but honestly, I don't care for the negative attention. I'd rather give you the cloud. I think he means clout, like giving you. He's being so. See, he's even generous to his haters. He's giving them the ability to break the story, the massive story, so that they get their updates.
Yes,
very nice of Boogie. Release
very nice
this,
man. If you will. I owned you guys. Spread
the word. You can keep the updates. But am I willing to risk going to jail to make you guys look bad now? Absolutely. And then so that was an enormous fucking wall of text. And then the guy just responds with,
no one looks bad here except you. Whoever your PR guy is really shit at his job.
Boogie replies,
what hurts so much is the little amount of effort in it.
Yeah, like he sent a whole endless paragraphs, and then the guy's just like, Fuck you. I'm not even worth talking to.
Yeah. I think you're making up the PR thing. No, you don't understand. Yeah.
It's just a friend. She works with some Hollywood people. And again, this is not something she would recommend for someone who had anything to lose, but I no longer do. Again, I've said it every single episode, but he always talks like he's been dead for 20 years. I've got nothing left to live for. Go.
This wouldn't have happened if you just didn't lie. You're always lying.
I rarely lie, but yes, I lied a lot in that conversation to try to trip you guys up, and it worked wonderfully.
Nothing worked. You got caught. Now you're pretending that you did it on purpose.
God, it's cutting through it so easily. I'm new to this whole manipulation thing, but I'm going to keep practicing.
Yeah. You're pathetic, man.
Okay, go back and look at the conversation, and do you really think everything in it was true? You were a part of a hate group that doxed me and then went through police records, and I'm pathetic? Check yourself.
No one doxed you. You accuse me of a federal crime, and people come to the defense of the person falsely accused.
Yeah, so that's why, again, remember that Boogie started this by claiming that the owner of the subreddit had swatted him. Like, that was the accusation that he originally made. So to clear his name, the subreddit owner went through publicly available police records to prove that no swattings occurred and that he was lying about that. And then Boogie took that and said, "Oh my God, you doxed me, bro. Through proving your innocence, you doxed me. You're evil. Evil." I'm not saying I'm not pathetic. I always have been.
No, he's... I hate
I'm broken all to hell, but what's your reason for being this way? Then how does he know my address, and how could he compare it to police records? You had to have my address in order to look up the police records. Then he posted times and dates that they showed up so people could compare that to the records and find my address.
You asked the police? They only needed your name. It's public record.
He quite literally published my information on Reddit. He quite literally broke Reddit rules to do it.
Nope, that never happened. Find a screenshot. You can't.
It doesn't matter if it's publicly available. Doing that is against Reddit rules, and he should have done it. And he shouldn't have done it, I think he means. Warn him next time. Not
Reddit rules.
Yeah, the only rules that matter.
This is taboo, good sir.
Warn him next time. I mean, it's very clear that he's framing this as a way to get that subreddit shut down. Like, that's what he wants ultimately, is for that subreddit to get shut down so the mega thread goes away.
Yeah.
So he's kind of manipulated this whole situation so that they would dox him through public records, so then he could claim it's a hate subreddit that's doxing him and get them shut down pretty clearly. It doesn't matter if it's available. Doing that is against Reddit rules, and he should have done it. Warn him next time not to, so that someone else they harass who cares will not use it against them. I have a screenshot, actually, 1 second. And then 2 minutes later, well, I can't find the DM of the person who sent it to me, but go check the original post where he lists that 3 dates that the cops showed up to my house. It's still there. At least it was at the time they sent me the screenshot. It might have been a Twitter reply instead of a DM, though.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so he said, I've got a screenshot. Hold on. Well, I can't find the screenshot. I can't find any proof of what I'm saying right now. I'm going to break my own rules and check the subreddit just to show you that I think. Would you do me a favor and link me to the original post about all of this?
Hey, detractor, can you help me?
Can you provide evidence for me? Fuck, he's such a low cow.
Dude, I really don't like the way that you present Boogie in the tone that you are putting him in. Because you're right, it makes the way that he writes so much more annoying. Yeah, because you can't, like, it's kind of just got this, like, fat sing-songingness to it of just, like, would you do me a favor and look into this for yourself? It's like, and, like also just trying to be, like, all smiley, but clearly very angry. You know the old Twitter thing of, like, you know, the mask, and then there's the Feels Bojack guy behind. Like, this is a very long-worded that. Huh?
That's what I mean whenever he's like, I love you guys, though. You always know he's crying on the other end, seething. Would you do me a favor and link me to his original post about all of this? Then you can see it for yourself, as well as me taking a screenshot. Lol. I could call my social media guy to go check. Another guy. He's got a fucking whole team over there working to give him advice. He's got a social media guy. I could call my social media guy to go check the read for me, but he's asleep, I think, and I don't want to wake him for something so stupid.
Yes. Far out. I don't even know what you're referring to, TBH. Neither do I.
The original post Haber, the subreddit owner, made, including the proof I was lying. When you find it, you will see the 3 dates he posted that I got visits. Takes 30 seconds to figure out my address from there. Not that you guys are capable of admitting any fault anyway, but if you grow up enough to decide to do that, consider that as something to improve on. I hate it when
your age.
I hate when he lectures other people. Do better.
It's incredible, isn't it? Yeah. You're really making a fool of yourself here.
Yeah.
Signed, Boogie, in one of his manic episodes.
Not that you guys are capable of admitting any fault anyway, but if you grow up enough to decide to do that, consider that as something to improve on. Something like that really could get this subreddit shut down, and I don't want that for you guys. I don't want your subreddit shut down, guys.
See, again, like he just thinks there's like all these mad moves in his head. Boogie, the detective, the manipulator, the master of seduction.
The empath.
All amazing. Huh?
The empath. He's everything.
So, the everything. Boogie the everything. The man of many faces. So in December, you made up the fact that the cops were called to your house multiple times because your PR friend told you to do it?
No.
That is a very good question.
No. My friend just told me to feed you guys a tremendous amount of misinformation to keep you busy. Most of what was in that original chat was misinformation, and that's obviously why I was going to do a Q&A there. I did give false information about the particular date in which I was harassed by swatting, but I still had it happen 3 or 4 times last year, and your guys proved that for me. One as late as November, I guess, according to the thread. I'd completely forgotten about that one, lol.
What is that? What does that sound?
Just so fucking... He's so dumb.
So you lied. You gave specific dates. Far out. Man, this guy is
just so
with
disinterested.
minimal effort dismantling.
Yeah, like
It's like
it takes
the world's laziest lawyer. It's incredible.
Literally 7 words. Meanwhile, Boogie's like sending, again, whole paragraphs.
Yeah.
He continues, it became so routine that we didn't even think about it. Yes, you guys have been calling me a liar for so long, I decided why not give it a shot and see where it got me. It got me really, really
Far
far.
out. Shut up. Yes, we get it.
If I felt comfortable lying to my
This is
audience
the
the way
first
you
time I've
guys
ever
think I
lied.
do, I would probably be very successful still. I now see the power in it, but it still makes me feel really dirty and gross, so I don't think I'll do it very often. At the age of 45, Boogie discovers the power of lying.
But at the same time, yeah.
I didn't
the
realize
thing that like 5-year-olds do a lot. I have never lied in my entire life. I am a fat George Washington until now. And now I'm awesome at it as well, with no practice. I've discovered the power of lying.
He literally says that. I now see the power in it.
But I feel bad doing it. But if I could, I'd be amazing.
You see why you
He
guys
learns
do it so
karate so that he may never use it.
All right, continue.
Well, I'm glad that you admitted to lying to your fan base. And for what? Ass pats? This only fueled the flame of your haters.
Yeah, exactly. Even this guy's like, you said you're owning us, but it just makes you look bad. Like, all that has been accomplished here is making you look bad. He continues, I genuinely don't know how you guys live with yourself doing that every day, talking about lying, but I guess it takes a different mentality or mindset than I have.
Mm-hmm. It accomplished nothing and made you look really bad.
My fan base hasn't heard this stuff at all. Only you guys. I would never lie to my fan base or my fans. Just you overly obsessed people.
No one did anything except for call you out on these lies.
Yeah, exactly. When you boil this entire situation, that's all this is this like him making a claim to someone that he was swatted 10 times in a year, and then them going, actually, no, you had 3 welfare checks. That's it. And then he's like, haha, you fell into my trap. I'm like, what? Okay. Except you've called me out on all kinds of things that weren't lies, and you've tried to turn things that were perfectly harmless into something that they weren't. You guys looked up my private information and then cross-referenced that against police records. That's the definition of obsession. It's literally stalking. I'm sorry if you don't see that as wrong, but it absolutely is.
Yeah. No, you accuse someone of a federal crime and they use public information available to the public in order to clear the name of the wrongfully accused.
God, this guy's so good.
He's really, really good.
He's just cutting through the noise. Even if I told a lie, no one deserves to have their private information spread and shared. No one deserves to be harassed that way. It is complete lunacy for someone to spend a day cross-referencing police records just to harass someone.
The police provided the public information.
Nope, go back and look.
Okay, that one might be the most brutal. Yeah, keep going.
Nope,
far
go
out.
back.
Boogie, stop.
Just put the phone down.
It's over. No,
He's
but I understand it. Like, you know, he's in that Twitter war mode.
Yeah, but he's like 40 minutes in.
Yeah. I've done some pretty shameful things on Twitter in the past, but, you know, not.
You've done
not
this?
level. Not this. But I understand no, someone's wrong on the internet mentality.
I must.
I mean, that is my entire life, but just, you know, not about me being like, they're fools. I only said that I wanted to kill myself so that you would say that I would, you know, like, what?
No, go back and look at what I said. I never claimed it was anyone from Reddit or any particular person. You guys just decided to take credit for it so that you could be butthurt and defend yourself. Yep, and you could have kept it. You could have kept at food to yourself, but you didn't. You could have kept the private information private even after you got it from the police. But I highly doubt that the police is giving out my street address. And if they are, I'll have a word with him, and so will my lawyer. You'll have a word with Mr. Police.
Okay, Mr. Police.
Yeah,
it's not private. Police records are public information.
If that's the case, then I couldn't possibly go to jail for anything I've done here because I have a civil suit on my hand that they will be eager to settle out of court. My private address is private, though. Why don't you seem to understand that? If cops are giving out my private address to random callers, then I have a civil suit on their hand.
No, this is so mean.
Say it.
Dude, you know nothing about the law.
I know you're unwilling to. I know you're unwilling to admit that you guys looking at my address and using it against me is wrong, but no one else on the internet will see it your way.
Don't even pretend.
No, but my lawyer does, and he's really good at what. So now he's got his team grows.
Everyone, it's incredible. Like he has Brad Pitt's team behind him.
Avengers.
He's got PR. He's got lawyers. Yeah, the Avengers of the white collar world.
Guy. And remember,
social media guy that doesn't want to wake up.
This is a guy that's broke, apparently. By the way. No, but my lawyer does, and he's really good at what he does. I would check with him in the morning. He already has a retainer.
Hang on, Jackson, on that, because I was thinking about this. Is it possible that he is lying constantly about being broke?
No, I think he's broke from like 2021 onwards. He's still got money at this point, but he's actively spending it on prostitutes at the moment. In this,
what was the quote again with that?
What quote? Like 200,000?
I got to have sex with some LA teens, and I think that's pretty cool. Was that it?
Yeah, exactly. He basically framed it as if he deserved to have sex with prostitutes. He was owed attractive women.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. I think it's pretty cool that I pay for sex. Chad move.
Yeah, it is very Chad.
No, but my lawyer does, and he's really good at what he does. I would check with him in the morning. He already has a retainer, so it won't even cost me anything.
Nice.
Oh, wait, doesn't a retainer...
K-lol. Yeah, a retainer means it costs.
Yeah, you've paid up front.
This broke man.
If you're claiming the local cops told someone on the phone what my address was, then I will sue the ever-living hell out of them because there's no way that's okay.
Listen, I'm done. You're pathetic. And you do this to yourself. I mean, he's really just summed up the entire series.
Mm-hmm.
He saved us, or specifically Jackson, probably 100 hours of his life. And also this actually does sum up. Did Jackson write this too? This is all part of your master manipulation. This is in 3 words, sums Jackson up. Love you though.
Yeah, like he uses his own manipulation against him. So good.
Yeah. There's 3 people in Jackson's relationship, you know?
Listen, I'm done. You're pathetic and you do this to yourself. It's just perfect. Just perfect. It's also funny that Boogie frames these people as like obsessive harassing pricks. Meanwhile, Boogie sent a giant, enormous tirade, and this guy's cut through with like one message every 10 minutes. Very short,
amazing.
Just cutting to the point.
It is masterful.
And then he even pulls the pin on it. He's like, I'm done with you. I'm not going to reply.
Yeah, I'm
bored.
bored.
It's a waste of my time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck me. That's brutal. But Boogie doesn't get the message. He continues. But once you guys had that information, you should not have shared it, nor made it easier for people to find it out, because that kind of thing could get your subreddit shut down. So please be careful in the future about this kind of thing. Yes, I absolutely did this one to myself and not on purpose. Instead of it being one of my mistakes where I'm not in control for a change, I was in control. It felt good. Now I see why you guys do this to people. The difference as I feel really guilty and crappy about it, and I bet you guys love it. I genuinely could not have imagined that it would work as well as it did, though. Absolutely hysterical.
What is with this pathological need to keep reinforcing I'm a very good person? What is that?
And I'm also 3 steps ahead of you, and I planned everything, and also you fell into my trap.
And also, I'm evil, but I feel bad about it. Did I mention that I feel bad about it?
Because me feeling bad about it proves that I'm a good guy, unlike you guys who like being evil. Absolutely hysterical. I may be pathetic, but if I played you guys, what does that make you? I mean, you quite literally are obsessed with me. You spend every day posting about me and reading everything I say and do. If I am pathetic and you're obsessed with me, what does that make you? Please be better than me. Please do better than me. And then the guy ends it with,
I really don't like how short these are. I really just want him to have one response. Yeah, he's figured out the internet. He's figured out the internet. Less is more. Yeah, being a troll is like being a chef. You know, you don't want the meat to be overpowered with spices. All he's just said to this huge wall of text, and what he ends on is you didn't play anyone, and then leaves it at that.
And you absolutely know that
it is class. It is endlessly. All class.
You absolutely know that it frustrates Boogie endlessly, that he's not getting any response really from this guy. No kind of wiggle room.
Yeah.
So that was
really feels like he's playing a fiddle, doesn't he? He really feels like he's killing it.
I mean, that was an incredible chat conversation with this guy, of course, and I want to remind everyone that during this time period, he was doing this with literally everyone. If you tweeted at him that you were disappointed in him, 5 minutes later, he'd be in your DMs doing the same thing about how you shouldn't go on that subreddit, how they're spreading lies, how it's misinformation, how you're a good guy. But he understands if you do believe them, and he loves you still. That kind of stuff.
Yes.
After this, Boogie made a video called Boogie2988 Exposed, where he attempted to convince his audience of this new excuse, including now adding a, quote, friend who works for the FBI, end quote, as someone who had been giving him the advice that led to this situation. So another member joins the extended cast of friends.
Of the super FBI. Friends.
You were joking before about his friend being a CIA agent or whatever. It's actually true. He does have a friend who works for the FBI now as well.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Next up is going to be the president recommended this course of action. So including now adding...
said, yes, Mr. President.
It would be my honor.
It would be my honor. Sometimes you must sacrifice for your country, and it felt bad lying on this subreddit.
Boogie, ask not what your country can do for you.
But ask the president told me.
For your country.
And who am I to deny my public service like this? At such a high level.
So anyway, including now adding a friend who works for the FBI as someone who had been giving him the advice that led to the situation in an ever-expanding cast of qualified consultants that Boogie could rely on. Let's listen to this.
I have a friend who works for the FBI, and I asked him how to deal with the online harassment that I get from a certain subreddit, from kiwi farms, from places like that. And he told me the only way to fight that stuff back is to expose those people for what they really are.
Okay, so no clue, again, what his goal here is, because all he did was make himself look like a liar. It's incredible how he's trying to contort this into a situation where the subreddit are the people that are insane in this situation, or the people, like they're the ones lying. When he's just, in his pursuit to make them look like liars, he has just made himself look like a liar. It makes no sense when you boil it down.
Yeah, that's actually incredible. Yeah. Why would this PR person recommend this? It's just so strange. I still can't wrap my head around the geniusness of it.
Boogie would also go on to claim that the subreddit was awful and was spreading lies about him endlessly, while also saying that he couldn't show much evidence of that because they were, quote, cleaning house and deleting threads, something which was refuted by the subreddit owner. Let's have a listen to that.
Okay. Was Boogie less fat at this point? It's looking good.
Yeah, this is when he got his gastric bypass surgery shortly after that.
Okay.
So he's much skinnier now, but he's packed the weight back on. Obviously, he's a lot bigger now.
To negate anything I've said or done wrong. But I want you to consider the source when it comes to some of this stuff, and I tell you that some of this stuff isn't true. These are known liars, known manipulators, known gaslighters. They've been doing it for years, and they've been doing it to me. So when you take a look at what actual internet bullies these people are, I hope that you will learn to believe my word over mine, because I will absolutely own my actual mistakes, and we will talk about those in this video and further videos coming along. But for now, let me show you what bullies these people actually are. And what you can find there right now isn't even that bad compared to some of the other stuff they posted. They're cleaning house. I highly recommend you go look at an archive of that subreddit to see some of the more toxic stuff, because the stuff that's there now is stuff they decided it's okay to leave up.
So he's saying, okay, he's preempting it by saying, okay, I can't show you guys anything bad because they're deleting the bad stuff on the subreddit, which again was refuted by the subreddit moderators and the subreddit owner. And then he's like, but you can go to a archive to find that kind of stuff. I assure you it is out there, guys. Well, if it is, then why not put it on the screen? Why not show the archive, Boogie? Why not show your audience the archive if that's your evidence that the subreddit is lying endlessly and spreading malicious stuff, untrue stuff, and you're claiming, hey, I can prove that they've just simply deleted everything, but it's out there on an archive. You guys go do the work. Like either you're lazy or incredibly
now
incompetent.
Go forth, my minions.
Yeah, like
what kind of views is he getting at this point, Jackson?
I don't know. It depends on the video, obviously. Like he's ranting videos like this, probably. Well, this one probably did well because it was somewhat mainstream or somewhat popular on Twitter at the time. But his general ranting videos where he complains about video games and things like that, probably like 20 to 30,000. So not bad by any means.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, of course, it's a long way from his viral videos of the past, and his Francis videos. I think would have still been doing well at this point, probably close to 200,000, if I had to guess. But yeah, broadly speaking, these videos were probably around 30,000. This one probably did better, but it was deleted by him pretty quickly. Boogie would go on to explain again that he baited the subreddit on the advice of the PR friend to, quote, get them talking. So I guess.
Well, I mean, that's what PR is all about. Publicity,
Yeah, but not in this way.
No, I believe him.
Fucking liars. But that's not even the point of this video. This video is because I did something very, very stupid. They've been calling me a liar and a manipulator for a really, really long time. And after talking to my friend at the FBI, after talking to a friend in PR, they made a suggestion, and that was to bait them and see what would happen. So I did. I had a private conversation with somebody I knew who posted on that message board, and I filled it full of tons of misinformation to see what they would grab a hold of. Now, I want to show you these receipts, but someone probably from that subreddit hacked into my Twitter today.
That's important to remember. He claims in this video again. So first of all, he can't show evidence because the subreddit deleted all of the evidence, but it's out there on archives, guys, promise. And then this next point, he wants to show you guys evidence, but someone hacked into his account and deleted all of the evidence.
Every time.
So probably from the subreddit.
I don't have access to it. As soon as I do, I'll link this video. I'll link all of this stuff and show you guys. But take my word for it. I
take my word for it. Yes. Hell yeah, Boogie. Great argument.
It's so good. It's just like, I love him. He's a con man without any of the confidence.
This video, remember, is directly to his audience. So the people that he would never lie to.
Never lie to.
Told them all kinds of outlandish stuff. I told them that I was writing a book, which is not an entire lie, but.
So, again, I like how
I told a white lie.
He puts that in there like, guys, isn't it impressive that I'm writing a book? It's not a lie. Here's a shameless plug that I deserve arse pats for writing a book as well. So it's not a lie. That one's not a lie. So why even include it?
Very classic PR move there. Maybe you did talk to someone in the industry.
It was 45 pages, not 50 pages. That was the lie. The book is still coming.
Yeah.
I told them that I was swatted twice in December. I told them that that I dated a girl that was 43 years old for the last couple of years because I wanted to see what they would do with this information, and I just wanted to keep them busy. I wanted to bait them based on what my PR person said. They said, give them something to talk about. So I did. What they latched onto, though,
so good.
Give them something to talk about. Have you tried murdering anyone, Boogie? That would really get the press going.
Now she here, Boogie. But it's great because like in his mind, because everything is just Marvel movie to him, you can tell that he's absolutely thinking of the guy that owns the press in Spider-Man. Don't you think that's his PR guy in his head?
Give me a story.
Like, yeah. You want to be on the front page? You got to get people to talk about you. And the way to get people to talk about you is controversy.
Totally surprised with what they latched on because they incriminated themselves so beautifully.
Self-owned.
If you have respect for these people after me showing you this, then I don't know have respect for me because I no longer respect you.
Oh! Damn.
Far out.
Fuck.
What have you got to say to that?
See, he's telling you, go check out this information, but hey, if you believe a single word of it, I hate you and everything you stand for. You're now my enemy.
Checkmate.
Love you though.
Yeah.
Please
checkmate everybody that pays for my living.
Boogie claims as well in that portion that his Twitter account was hacked with the insinuation that it was, quote, probably someone from that subreddit. And so he was unable to provide proof of that situation. He also then goes on to show the thread where the owner of the subreddit proves that Boogie was lying about being swatted. But he frames it in a way as to insinuate that the subreddit owner had doxed Boogie and that this was the proof that these people were horrible, conniving, and untrustworthy individuals.
Right here in one of the most upvoted posts on this entire subreddit, they show where they both doxed me, where they searched police records involving my address and my home information, and they have literally gone completely batshit insane. First up, to do this, they had to look up my private information, including my address, and that is doxing me.
Okay, so first of all, I don't actually see any links to the police records in here at all in this thread that he himself is presenting. There are links, but they're links to Boogie doubling down on his claims, as well as accusing the subreddit owner of swatting him twice in the month of December. So these are links to Boogie's DMs to them, basically making those accusations. If you actually look through the thread right now, there is not... Yeah, there's no links in here to the docs at all. Like, there's no links to the police documents. So this is what he's showing to his audience, but he's framing it in a way that the subreddit was sharing the police records to people, which in my opinion would have been fine. They're public, like they're police records. And Boogie had like pretty much put himself in the position where they needed to do that to exonerate themselves. So that would have been fair game in my opinion, but they didn't even do that. There's no links in here to that. So his claim now is that they're still bad because they revealed that there are police documents potentially out there that people could find on their own if they looked it up, which would be common knowledge, with like common sense if there's welfare checks that are like public records. So it doesn't, again, nothing.
No,
makes
it always
sense.
comes to that, doesn't it? Yeah.
Involving my address and my home information, and they have literally gone completely batshit insane. First up, to do this, they had to look up my private information, including my address, and that is doxing me. Then they deep dove all of these police dispatch logs. He literally says he spent the last 4 days going over these records. This is not a healthy behavior. This is not what a healthy person does.
And Boogie is the prime example
the epitome
of healthy
of mental
behavior.
Health.
Yeah.
They searched through 4,587 records to look for my address, to try to catch me in a lie that, by the way, was from a private conversation that got leaked. That's how obsessed these people are. That's how dangerously mentally insane these people are. It's absolutely crazy.
Proving me wrong is a mental illness.
Edited that post, but originally in his original post, he listed the 3 dates that he did find that I did have visits from the police. And any idiot could then go to those police records, which are publicly available, and backwards engineer my address.
So see, that's the claim isn't even that they provided the docs now, because he can't find any evidence of that. Now it is simply they made it aware that there are public documents out there through police records with my address on it. That's his claim, like that they made that fact public. And I want you to think about, what is Boogie doing right now to his audience? He's also making that information public.
I did not think about that.
He's like, in fact, he's broadcasting it to an even larger audience. And hey, guys, you can go find my address.
Yes, this is a rich tapestry of conundrums.
That's why I'm saying I got doxxed, because any moron from that point could look at the date that he originally posted, look at the only welfare check.
Now he's literally giving you a recipe list of how to do it.
Yeah, how to do it. It reminds me of those old, remember like after 9/11, there was a bunch of documentaries on Discovery Channel that were always like, America's airports have been extremely upgraded in their security. However, the train system remains dangerously
Here's how to
underprotected.
access it.
Yeah, don't you think? It's like that.
It is that. He's like literally walking them through
from
it.
that point, could look at the date that he originally posted, look at the only welfare check of that day, and then 30 seconds later show up at my front door with a gun. That is a violation of Reddit policy. Reddit needs to deal with that, not me. I ain't dealing with that. But I hope
Killing
Reddit
people
does,
is a
because
violation of
you can't
Reddit.
do that. You can't post people's private information online. And they know that. They go right up to the edge as often as they can, but they try to stay under the rules with the harassment. This time they crossed the line, though. That's just pure fact. In fact, I checked Google Cache.
Okay. He also then goes on to assert that Reddit needs to do something about this, as doxing is against site rules. The subreddit would eventually be shut down for the situation, much to Boogie's joy. However, it is ironic that Boogie took significant issue with them doxing him using his public police records, while then uploading a video where he essentially walks through his audience on how to find that information for themselves. Hilariously, Boogie claims that this is exactly what he needed to do in order to show that that subreddit was evil and that they claimed that they played into his hands by doxing him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a look at that.
In order to bait them like this, I had to lie. I mean, they've been calling me a liar and a manipulator this whole time, and I decided that I would just embrace it. That's what I would do in order to see if I can give them enough rope to hang themselves. Mm-hmm. They played right into it. I probably should have done this years ago when this harassment first started, but at least I did it now. I feel like absolute dirt for having lied to you guys.
Boogie, don't feel that way.
Boogie, you were completely justified.
Kind of I know you don't like doing it, Boogie. It's okay.
It sucks. It makes me
It was a necessary evil, Boogie.
to have sunk to this level. But at this point, my career's over. At this point, my YouTube channel is over.
Trust me, Boogie. Your career is only just beginning.
Yeah, no, that's actually
Public
true.
perception about me is completely gone. So I had nothing else to lose at this point. If I lose you, one of the last things I have to lose over it, I'm genuinely sorry.
Oh my God.
I genuinely.
Talk about parasocial. If I lose you guys, I don't know if I could go on.
I don't know what I'm going to do without you. Yeah, it's a weird parasocial relationship in that it seems to be from his end. He is parasocial with the anonymous blog.
Literally, like, the most, what's the word I'm looking for? Abusive of that relationship. Like, he's the one that plays into that kind of dynamic the most out of any YouTuber I think I've ever seen, where he's like, you guys are my friend. Like, he plays into that a lot.
Yeah.
Like, way more than any other YouTuber does that gets shit for that kind of stuff, in my opinion.
If you leave me, this time I will kill myself.
Yeah.
But thanks for the memories anyway. Even though I won't be needing them where I'm going.
And they're telling me that I broke the law by lying about this stuff, so I might even go to jail. But if it was a way to try to save my career, I hope you can understand why I did it. If it was a chance to save my relationship with you.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? I lied to save my relationship with you guys. I did it for you. Don't turn your back on me now. I've already sullied myself by lying for you guys. How could you?
It does have a bit of that entertainment factor, though, doesn't it?
Fuck me.
All I did for you.
Yeah.
Hope you understand why I did it.
Oh, the voice breaking too. Perfect.
Oh, no, Boogie, don't make me.
Chef's
You make me
kiss.
cry.
This is completely out of character for me. It fucks me up having to do it. But here we are. That's the world I live in now, and you told me to grow a spine, so there's my spine. And then the craziest thing about it
example of having a spine.
Go to the subreddit right now, they'll tell you there's no way I was smarter than them. It's no way that I'm better than them. He lies all the time. That was just him lying, and now he's lying again to cover the lies. You can only cry wolf so much, guys. I mean, you got me this time. I absolutely lied about the swatting this time to try to bait you guys. But you say everything. You're going to even call this video a lie. That's how full of shit you are. And I think it's time that people stop believing your gaslighting, lying horse shit. That's what abusers do, by the way. That's how they manipulated you guys into all of this, by the way. When an abuser wants to gaslight you, what they do is they claim you're the gaslighter. When an abuser wants to abuse you, they claim that you are the abuser. And that's what these people have done. They wanted to attack me. They wanted to discredit me. They were doing it long before I got divorced, long before I said or did any of the stupid things I said and done over the last couple of years. But they have tried to lie to you and manipulate you into thinking I'm the liar. And who do you think is more likely to lie here? Me, the person who experienced all of these things and I'm telling you about them, or the people who don't know me at all? My history in Southwest Virginia, my abuse is well documented. I have friends and family members who come forward to talk about it. My ex-wife, my brother, even my sister has admitted to some of it online, and she doesn't want to be involved at all. I have the receipts, I have the facts, I have the truth, and all they have is a bunch of clips that they took out of context, and they were attacking me long before I even gave them one of those clips to use.
He goes on to end the video with a plea to the audience to remember that they should trust him because he's done good things in the past for people.
The charity thing? Is he going to move for the charity?
Oh, you think so?
What's on here ain't that. And if in your mind it comes down to my word versus them, then I want you to take a look at my 14-year history of work here on YouTube, where I've run charity streams, helped out small creators, when I would raid a small creator on Twitch every night, helping them get partnered, where I've given away money to fans, where I've done giveaways here on this YouTube channel, and all of the other good that I have done here. And compare that to any good that they've done, the lack of good that they've done, and the horrible amount of damage they've done, not to me, but to other people like Narissa, like Cosmo, all of the other people they have shit on over the years before I was even in their crosshairs. I think it's pretty easy to pick a side. And
he was right on that one. It's pretty easy to pick a side, in my opinion. God, what a slimy individual using charity as a shield. Oh my God. Gross.
Well, he does it a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's so gross.
Charity's always the move for him.
All right, let's have a listen to the end of it.
This is a video of a desperate man who realizes he's got
it is. He's not wrong.
I finally decided to sink to their level. I hate myself for it. But, you do what you got to do to get out. Now I'm going to go think long and hard about posting this, because in order to post this, I have to publicly admit I may have done a felony. Guys, thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I'll speak with you again soon. What a day. Also, if you know anybody at Twitter, reach out to him. I'd like to get my account back. Thanks.
He's great. He's brilliant. He is brilliant.
Again, the little mannerisms at the end there with the like the looking off to the side and the it's so fake.
Yeah, but it because it's all off the top of his head, right? Like he's doing it off the cuff.
Yeah.
You don't think that he's sitting down and scripting this, yeah?
No, I don't think he's scripting it. I mean, he goes in with bullet points, of course.
Incredible.
Yeah, huh? It's an impressive ability. Like, obviously, it worked for a long time for him, and it's only now with the light, when the lie stacked up, you can see through it. But he is actually like pretty competent at throwing together sentences and long winding paragraphs, basically off the cuff.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it.
He sounds quite like it does sound like it was planned.
It's very lucid, yeah.
It does sound like he's reading from a script almost, but he's not.
Yes.
As if this wasn't enough lying, now we need to turn our attention to arguably one of the more pathetic lies Boogie has told. In the video, he claimed that his Twitter account was hacked, and that's why he was unable to provide evidence exonerating him. Indeed, hours before the video was uploaded, Boogie's Twitter account was wiped out. Not really wiped out, but I'll tell you in a second. His profile picture was removed, his name was replaced with a single dot, and the bio was replaced with another dot. The only thing that was left was his YouTube channel's link in the link section of the header, which was very kind of the hacker to leave remaining so that Boogie could still receive views. This is a picture of it. So yes, the header is gone, the little picture is gone, and everything else has been replaced with dots. Not many posts were deleted. It was mostly posts to do with this whole ordeal. Like a lot of those were deleted, basically. Immediately, users of the subreddit and the broader community suspected that he was going to claim that the account was hacked by, quote, someone on that hate subreddit, with the bizarre claim that they had hacked into the account just to delete Boogie's tweets calling them out. Boogie also immediately started doing live streams on YouTube begging for donations because he was hacked. There's a message here from an alt account that he used, which reads, quote, my Twitter got hacked today. Looks like I upset someone on that hate subreddit. They hacked in just to delete my tweets calling them out. If you guys know anyone at Twitter, please reach out for me, please. Boogie Keemstar tweets at the same time, roughly, saying, Boogie, my Twitter account hacked. Hackers deleted his profile pic and banner, but made no tweets. Seems odd. Boogie, they tried to stop me doing what I love, but I still have YouTube, end quote. So he loves Twitter.
They took everything
They
from
took
me.
my Twitter from me. Live streams
and
on
now he's mad.
Keemstar continues. Live streams on YouTube e-begging for donos because he's hacked. Boogie plays victim again. Boogie also immediately started posting on an alt account called Boogie2988 alt account with the username @Boogie's Puppet because he literally couldn't survive a day without Twitter. People heavily suspecting that Boogie was lying about the hack so that he wouldn't need to provide evidence of what he was claiming had happened previously, claimed that it was highly unlikely that someone who had hated him or who hated him enough to hack him would hack into his account and not immediately leak all of his direct messages or other information, given that we know that Boogie's Twitter account would be a gold mine of embarrassing conversations, given what was previously released. Boogie, however, had foreseen this claim and counterclaimed that making Boogie look like he was faking the hack was exactly what the hacker was doing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, I know it looks like I'm faking this hack,
Man,
but that's exactly what they're doing.
For this? Sorry, say your point again.
Like he's saying, guys, I know that it looks like I'm faking the hack, but that's exactly what they wanted it to look like. You gotta believe me. And yeah, when I was writing all this, when I was looking back through it and writing all this, it was a nice wave of nostalgia for me. It's so funny. He also posted a video about it. Let's have a little look-see at this little video.
All right, quick update to prove that this is, in fact, my alternate Twitter account. This is actually me. My Twitter account got hacked into today. Looks like I really upset somebody on that hate subreddit because...
Again, immediately placing the blame at the hate subreddit. It's pretty clear at this point that he's trying everything to get this subreddit shut down. Basically, like there's no proof that if he was even hacked, which he wasn't, but if he was hacked, there's no proof that they were the ones that did it. So just keep that in mind.
They hacked into that account, and the only thing they've done so far publicly, I'm sure they're going through DMs, looking for private information, looking for things to use against me, phone numbers of other creators and things along that lines. But so far publicly, all they've done is delete the tweets that make them look bad, which is pretty hysterical to me. But I've reached out to every creator I know. I've reached out to everybody I know that potentially could have a contact at Twitter. I haven't been successful yet. So if you know somebody at Twitter, feel free to reach out to them. Contact support on my behalf if you'd like to. Tag them here. Hopefully we'll get the account reinstated. I don't know. They changed the recovery email address, so I'm pretty much at a loss from there. Probably should have never had it tied to a public account to begin with. My bad.
He doesn't seem too worried, honestly, that there's some hackers going through all of his private DMs right now. I'd be a little bit nervous about that if I was Boogie, but he seems pretty chill about it, to be honest. Slightly perturbed, maybe. I'll give him that. He then also posted another shirtless video denying the allegations. Let's watch that.
Look, before I go to bed, I want to say that I have said and done some really stupid shit. And if you hate me because of stuff that I've actually done, because of stuff that I've actually said, I'm okay with that. I will take that fall. But what I will not do is let a known hate subreddit that has harassed that poor trans speedrunner.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Guys, it's not about me. They're harassing other people. I can assure you there was barely any. I mean, there was a little bit of that probably, but...
What year was this again?
2019.
Mm-hmm.
It was predominantly focused on Boogie at this point in time. Like 99% of that subreddit was based around documenting all. Just they didn't lie about anything. It was just documented things that he had said and done. Sure, they were a bit edgy about it. Maybe you could make that argument, like Kiwi Farms. You can make the argument that Kiwi Farms is very edgy for sure, and they've done pretty fucked up things. But at the same time, the evidence, like they're pretty honest in documenting these locales. Like they provide the evidence that confirms
just the facts.
What they're saying. Yeah, it is just the facts. Okay. It just happens to be that the facts are incredibly embarrassing for these locales.
Speedrunners that has harassed my friend the Wandering Wind recently, that has harassed people like McJuggernuggets, Kid Behind the Camera, all of this other stuff.
McJugger.
I'm not going to let them do that shit. There's so much, when you look at that mega thread, it's a bunch of nothing with a bunch of false narrative trying to turn it into something. I think if you really look at it, if you looked at those clips by themselves, you wouldn't be that upset. But with the false narrative, stuff like I supposedly abuse women, I supposedly bang hookers, that I supposedly lying to you.
Yeah, so all of those are lies, as we now as we now know, these were absolutely lies. So they were incredibly dishonest, as we can now see.
Manipulating you. I'm supposedly doing that right now. That I supposedly hacked myself. Like that shit, I'm not going to go down for that. I refuse to go down for that.
Literally everything he just said.
Shoot my shot.
Literally everything he just said has been proven to be factually correct now. Like literally everything. He was banging hookers at the time. He faked the Twitter account hack, basically. Like that's pretty much, I think that's fair to say.
It's a conclusive, yeah.
Yeah, this is everything. It's been true. And yes, he's emotionally abusive towards the people he's been in a relationship with, like Lucy Fox, for example. And also we've seen him act pretty fucking poorly towards his new one, Desi. So
I know it's going to fail. I know that evil will the evil will win in an evil world, but I got nothing less to lose. There's 100% chance that it's going to end the rest of my career. I'm aware of that. But there's a more than 0% chance that maybe it could stop this shit from happening.
I don't think he knows how percentages work. There can't be more than 100% Boogie.
Happening to other people. So why not? I'll shoot my shot. We will see.
The world's most selfless man.
Yeah, he's just protecting all those innocent trans speedrunners. After being pushed further for proof about the hack...
And McJuggernuggets. Don't forget McJuggernuggets.
Yeah, you can't forget him. After being pushed further for proof about the hack, Boogie posted another video where he claims he's not going to bother posting the proof, which he still claims he has, because no one is going to believe him anyway. So yet another example of Boogie claiming he has proof that will totally exonerate him. He has proof, guys, that will exonerate him. He's just... there's some reason why he can't provide it.
Don't you think it was at that moment Keemstar started hatching the idea of lolcow live? That is I love that lie.
No, at this time, Boogie and
I'm not
Keemstar...
posting it. No one's going to believe me anyway. Man, it all just reminds me of lies that I tried when I was like in primary school or lower high school, you know?
Yep. But he is actually... He does have the brain.
And that's all that matters.
He does have the brain of a 12-year-old, like the emotional intelligence of a 12-year-old.
He does, doesn't he? That's what's really fascinating about it. Come on, that is the charm of this man.
Also at the time, Boogie and Keemstar were in a war of their own. They hated each other at that time.
After my Twitter meltdown tonight, I talked to this guy from that subreddit named Josh. Hi, Josh, if you're watching this. And he taught me something really important, and I want to express it in this video.
Myself.
Going into that meltdown, I was so sure, like I was going to show you guys the truth. I was going to show you the tweets where my ex-wife said she never signed an NDA, and I was going to show you the receipts and that you guys would understand and you would accept it, and we could all move on from there. And he showed me that you guys don't give a fuck about the truth. And it didn't matter what I proved, you guys will never believe me anyways, and it's just over and it's just fucking done. So I ain't going to try. I'm just going to take the L. And here's the thing about it. Once you guys had Keemstar on your side, there was no winning. And everybody told me that. I fucking so many people, Sky Williams, everybody told me, just walk away. Once Keeman's involved, you're done. I didn't listen. I thought for sure I could prove him wrong.
Yes.
Is that true?
Is what true?
Like at this time, if Keemstar wanted to take you down, then he was basically the Grim Reaper.
Well, in the sense
nothing
that
you could do, you can't reason, you can't bargain with him. his voice is
people
final.
obviously survived Keemstar. It's just like it would have been so much negative attention towards Boogie, like an overwhelming amount.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure Keemstar at the time was like tweeting out the mega thread as well. So he was just spotlighting the mega thread towards people, which is pretty funny looking back.
I thought for sure I could show you guys the truth. But what I didn't realize, and Josh showed me, is you don't give a fuck about the truth. The truth doesn't matter. The truth doesn't matter. I could show you the IPs where I got hacked. I could show you everything. I can show you
Remember
everything,
that.
and you'll never believe me because you don't give a fuck. So there won't be a video. I'm not going to fight back. I'm done. You guys win. You're looking at
Yes!
a broken fucking man.
I'm above
done.
this,
I'm gonna
guys.
get some sleep, and then I'm just done. I don't know what that means yet. I mean, I still will try to post videos from time to time. I'm still going to try to educate and entertain and help people. And I know you guys are going to try to stop me. So I guess it's not going to change too much. But here's your win.
So the entire video is just, I'm not going to prove anything. I'm not going to provide any proof. I've decided to change my mind on that.
I have evolved.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great.
I am beyond the need for proving myself.
And here's why it's okay.
I have evolved
Because
beyond
98%
such
of
petty
the shit
measures.
I'm accused of is false, but 2% of it's real. So I'm just going to take the L for the 2% that's real. I don't think it should have cost me everything, but it did. So enjoy.
His
Love
tired tone, along
Love
with
you
the
guys.
epicness of what he's saying.
Love you guys. He always ends it with a love message.
I
It's
love
very
you
nice.
guys.
Let's never fight again.
I'm tired. I'm just so tired.
So someone tweets at Boogie saying, please answer my question. How come all your replies are deleted? Get your account back, please. You deleted one of your replies to me from a few months ago. Sad face. Well, that's fucking depressing. That person cares a lot about Boogie replying to him. Boogie replies saying, because the hacker is trying to frame me. He knew that everyone was stupid enough to think I did it, so they tried to make me look like I did. I'm not so stupid as to do such a poor job as they think I would. I also know that no one would have believed if I tried to fake it. The fuck is he on about?
I don't know. Who
Someone
the
else
fuck
says,
knows?
Someone else says, no, the calculated thing to do is to destroy you would have been to tweet things from your account that could be believable, things that would have been easy to see you saying. If you were hacked, it was a sloppy job and accomplished next to nothing besides making you a victim. Boogie replies, that's exactly what they did, though. They changed exactly enough to make it look fake, and you took the bait. Once again, I tell the truth. And once again, you believe the lies. Grow up.
All I've done is tell the truth. And this is how I'm repaid.
Grow up. Stop letting them do this to you.
It's so epic. Oh, he's in a struggle between good and evil at the fulcrums. Who
It is
will
actually
win?
way funnier to
Good will win if
imagine.
Boogie's got something to do with it.
It's way funnier to imagine a reality where he actually was telling the truth about everything, and there was
It's
some,
so much
like,
better, isn't it? It's so much better.
Machiavellian
And that
force.
damn PR consultant.
the PR consultant hacked into his account to make it
my
look like he
fault.
hacked into himself.
He told me to
Contradicting-
blame McJuggernuggets.
Contradicting himself again, he let his inner YouTuber spirit take possession of him and brilliantly concocted a plan to like bait his eventual proof video by asking for 100 likes on a tweet before posting the proof that he was hacked.
Dude,
He
and
says-
also 100 likes? Like,
Yeah,
why
so minimal.
cheap?
He says, quote, okay,
It's
if
like-
this tweet...
It's like, dude, don't you reckon that's the like currency of 5 cents?
So someone tweeted him, this is what this entire thing is, someone tweeted him saying, quote, then post the screenshots. You see how you keep saying, quote, I have all of this proof, but you never release any of it. You continually fucked up, and now that it's come full circle, you still can't take ownership for all your mistakes. And Boogie replies saying, okay, if this tweet gets 100 likes, I would just go ahead and post a video knowing that no one cares about the truth. Let's go. I think the video that he's talking about there is the video that he did post and then delete, which we went through before, the giant 18-minute long video where he was basically explaining the whole situation, where he provided very little proof. In fact, he also spent that entire day replying to comments on that exposed video in the most manipulative way possible. I'm just going to go through a few of these. One sec. So someone says, dude, most of us discovered these guys through your Twitter rants. You make things bigger than they should be. So basically he's saying, like, this fan is saying, we didn't even know about this mega threat until you started ranting about it on Twitter.
Okay, yeah.
And then the guy says, all YouTubers have crazy people like this. You just give them the attention they desire. And Boogie replies saying, yes, unfortunately they picked a very good victim here because I'm unable to stop caring about you guys and stop caring about what they think. So I had to take my shot here and there, the best I could.
So epic.
Another person says, would never have known about this if not for this video. You're sounding manic, my man. Boogie replies, I hear you, my friend. I did what I had to do, though, for my own sanity. If you go read that stuff and decide to join them, I understand. What?
Every time.
So fucking lame. Boogie, I love you. I'll always watch your videos, but even I'm getting tired of this. Stop making videos like this. Stick to gaming news and opinions that we all love. Take Tech Review USA's advice and stop. Boogie replies, I'm hoping that this is the last video like this I will ever have to make. Either it will be successful and I can go back to making the content we all love, or it will fail and I can quit the internet forever. And I can quit the internet forever. Like he's saying, I want to quit. Like you can just quit, Boogie.
Yeah, exactly.
You can just quit if you want. Don't feed the trolls. Been the mantra since the inception of the internet. It all comes down to the ability to ignore them and move on, Boogie says. But the problem is these days, even if I don't feed them, other people do. These people feed on themselves now. I had to take my best shot at knocking them back down. There's a long post here about the situation, and Boogie replies, I'm hoping that by posting this video, I can give other people the strength to stand up and fight these people as well. I'm hoping that I can expose these people for what they are so they can't do this to other people. See, he's a hero.
Yeah,
Again,
lead by example.
He's a hero. He's
Take
taking
charge,
all the
Boogs.
shots. He's taking all the shots so that no one else has to be victimized by these vile people who are only focused on him.
Yeah.
And not targeting anyone else. So,
running into fire, taking all the shots, firing none himself because he is a pacifist.
It's not in his nature. The pressure then got to him, however, and he decided to finally take a break from Twitter, privating his private backup account and announcing that he'd be going away for a few days. However, not before mysteriously getting his main account back, where he then posted proof of him being hacked. So first there's a picture here from Boogie's old account where he says, quote, this Twitter will be going dark in 1 hour. Download and archive what you want to keep. This is not being hacked or faking that. I am just going to take a break for a few days. Love you guys. Thanks for trying to support me. You are awesome. And then like an hour later, he gets back on his main account and he says, quote, got my account back. For those who doubted the hack, here's the receipts. It's my login history for this account. Apparently they used Mob Crush spoof to get in. I have removed it from my approved apps. Doubt anyone will care about the truth, but here it is. And then it's a picture. He provided a picture of his IP addresses, basically like the login access for the Twitter account, the activity. There's an entry that reads Mob Crush with an IP address. The proof that he attached was immediately picked apart by anyone with even a basic level of comprehension to confirm that all that the logs say is that an app via another IP other than his own access his Twitter, which happens constantly when you allow apps permission to your Twitter account. To make matters worse for Boogie, Mob Crush even replied, claiming that the IP address listed is normal and not indicative of a hack made through their connection. Mob Crush says, hey everyone, we wanted to clear up any confusion about your Mob Crush accounts in relation to how it uses Twitter. First, the IP address that Boogie listed is from one of our AWS, Amazon servers. So if you see that IP address in your authorized apps lists, do not be alarmed. Basically, it's just normal. It's a normal fucking entry. So his proof was nothing. This was ultimately the only proof ever provided by Boogie, and he moved on rather quickly from this ordeal without any satisfying conclusion for the audience, given the amount of times that he had lied. However, the subreddit was ultimately deleted due to the complaints made by Boogie. Boogie has remained steadfast in his claims that this was all a manipulation on his part to make his trolls look bad, and also maintains that he was hacked by people from the subreddit. No information was ever leaked from the account, however, by any hackers. So that is the war with Sam and Tolkien. That there you go. Just endless lies, and that's just one. That's just one event over 3 days during 2019, basically. That last 2 hours. That last 2 hours we just spent was 3 days in the life.
I didn't know that. Oh, that was such a good reveal.
Fuck me. All right. We come to the next. This is
incredible,
saga.
Isn't it? Like, imagine if people went to this level of chronicling. Like, at the time, first off, you have an entire investigation squad. You have people that are very invested in Reddit, documenting, cross-checking, making sure that everything that you say is scrutinized to the nth degree. Then on top of that, you have a bunch of historians come in and chronicle it to the point that we have that much information on 3 days. Can you imagine that life?
There's way more. But it's because Boogie just endlessly tweets. He provides the ammunition against himself. That's why it's so chronicled, is because he literally does not stop tweeting.
Yeah.
Or making videos and then deleting the videos.
Yeah.
Like, it's just endless. He lives entirely online. He's a digital entity.
Oh, man.
It's so funny.
You have to love it.
But how many times did he lie during that? Everything he said was a lie. It's actually remarkable.
It's really, really impressive.
And it just kept going down further and further.
Yep.
Further and further, to the point where he hacked his own, he faked his own hack. It's so juvenile. It's hilarious. All right. The crashed car saga. This may be of little known information to everyone in the audience, but Boogie is also quite a bit of a daredevil. In November of 2019, the same year, Boogie was in transit to his sister's house in a different state. He'd posted earlier in the day filming himself driving without a seatbelt. Have a look. I'm just going to show the first few seconds of this.
Number one, yes, I'm filming while I'm driving. Number two, so this is, I thought maybe this would be interesting or maybe inspirational to somebody out there. But I'm driving to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I'm also
Okay, so somehow that's inspirational. He goes on ranting about how it's inspirational that he's visiting his sister's home and what a hero he is while he is driving without a seatbelt and while filming himself while driving. He's the one driving in the car and he's filming himself. Look at him, like looking at the camera, not at the road at all. People in the comments immediately gave him shit for being a distracted driver who was being irresponsible. Remarkably, later that day, Boogie actually did get into a car accident. It's incredible how often I have to start a sentence by saying the words Boogie claims, but Boogie claims that the car crash was a massive pileup caused by an old trucker a few cars up ahead having a stroke, which caused the cars to back up, and Boogie was too close and wasn't quick enough to avoid the crash. However, people also claim that Boogie was lying about the reason the incident happened in the first place, the truck driver having a stroke and causing the pileup. So Boogie tweets out saying, quote, "And you made up the truck driver having a stroke. Dude, when you lie, you were supposed to be the least specific as possible. Why would I invent all these useless facts that complicate things if I was lying? I would have went with something simple like, I don't know, I don't lie much." So
But he did. He did go with that.
Also, when people do lie, they actually do get specific, extremely specific, because like lying is a creative game. You have to get pretty specific.
You're probably right. Yeah, you have to.
You have to invent something to lie about. Like you're creating something from nothing. So it usually does actually get pretty specific.
Okay.
He said he continues tweeting, exactly. One of the cars had kids in it too, and I am so happy that they are okay. They were laughing in their car as I walked by it. State trooper told me at the hospital after they brought me in for tests that even the guy who had the stroke is okay. Thank God for small favors. Was told I will be sore as hell tomorrow though. I had just pulled out from a break for getting food and filling the tank though, lol. Bad face. Car is probably totaled since it got it on both ends. Thank you guys for making me buckle up and get off my phone. Thank you guys for making me buckle up and getting off my phone. A semi-truck in front of me had a stroke. It caused a big pile-up that unfortunately I was a part of. Thankfully, everyone in the accident is okay, and I might not have been if I hadn't put on my belt. And then there's a few photos here of the car crash. Yeah, so it was basically from both sides, it sounds like, from the back and the front. The front's pretty smashed up. Indeed, there are no news stories or traffic reports from the area at the time that reported something that sensational happening. Of course, from there, the question started heating up towards Boogie, with the main claiming being that Boogie was likely the one to cause the crash due to distracted driving, given the earlier video of him driving while on his phone, and that the truck driver with the stroke didn't exist at all. Well, you would think that if something like that happened and there was a giant multi-car pile-up on a highway caused by a truck driver having a stroke and veering off, there'd be some kind of news report out there about it. There were none. There's no information about any.
No night crawlers available.
No.
Thankfully,
No
we have Boogie's in-depth reporting of it.
Yes, honest Boogie. That's what we call him.
We have verbal footage.
Boogie ended up providing picture evidence of a ticket that he had received from the crash from a police officer that showed that he had, quote, failed to stop, and, quote, implying that he was ticketed solely due to not reacting in time to the slowdown in front of him, claiming in a tweet, quote, I literally failed to stop my vehicle and collided with another vehicle. Had I been distracted driving, that's what she would have written instead. I get that you don't trust me, but you don't trust the state trooper? Question mark, end quote. Like
Just asking.
Again, pushing all of it onto like some professional. He's always professional, maxing basically. Like
Yeah, he is.
If there's a professional around to borrow the reputation from, he will do so immediately. He's like, I get that you guys don't trust me, but our boys in blue?
Yeah.
Curious.
They go through enough, guys.
Internet sleuths immediately started forensically picking apart the ticket, where they discovered, slightly omitted in the top right corner of the ticket, that the officer had quoted state code 558136, which is a Tennessee law called the Do Care Law that is cited when ticketing someone for distracted driving. So at the very top of the ticket, in the top right corner, you can see the numbers of the code, as well as a letter like D underneath, which is probably for do care law, because this happened in Tennessee.
Yeah.
So he was ticketed for distracted driving, basically.
Yeah.
So, whilst never receiving confirmation of this particular anecdotal story, which itself is small in the grand scheme of Boogie's lies, the working theory is that Boogie had simply failed to stop in time to a natural slowdown in the lane and had rear-ended a car while he had been on his phone distracted. There had been no semi-truck with an old man experiencing a stroke. That was invented, because there is no news reports of that, when realistically there would be if that did happen. Boogie had simply been distracted. He seemed to want to put the ordeal behind him rather quickly when he tweeted out, quote, "Kind of ready to put this whole crash thing behind me, tired of talking about it. But please learn from my mistakes. Put plenty of distance from the car in front of you at all times. Even though it didn't cause this accident, you should never be on your phone while driving. Love you." End quote. Kind of reminds me of when Chris Chan used to do like public service announcements, basically.
Yeah, what do you think that's about?
Well,
You got any theories to that?
Yeah, it's just his incessant need to be the good guy all the time.
No, not him. Like Chris Chan.
Well, no, I think, yeah, I don't know in Chris Chan's situation when he would do those PSAs. I think it was more so just like, in some way, Chris Chan wanted to do good or look like he was doing good as well. So he would also, it's kind of like the same incentive or motivation, I guess.
They're like, I have a platform. I
It's
must use it for good.
But it's just kind of more innocent in Chris Chan's situation, like him.
It is,
trying
isn't
to
it?
look
Yeah,
good.
yeah. No, Boogie's
is malicious.
Boogie's is a weird combination of premeditation and off the cuff.
Okay, so here it
we
is.
go.
Here's what I think. Chris Chan wasn't necessarily doing those things in order to set himself up. It wasn't like a manipulation on his part. He was just doing it because he thought that it was the right thing to do, basically. Like, even if he didn't honestly believe, like, want to do the PSAs or whatever, like say the good things, I think he just felt like he was expected, or it was the right thing to do. Whereas with Boogie, I think he does it explicitly to manipulate his audience into thinking that he's a good guy, which is different. It's a different motivation. It's like Boogie setting himself up as a defensive shield so that when he inevitably gets shit, he's able to point and back at him like he did with the charity and say, "Guys, you can't believe all these lies against me. I'm a good guy, clearly. Look at all the nice things I've said. I've been so helpful to my audience for so long.
Yes.
By giving them such sage advices, such as don't be on your phone while driving."
Allow me to list this off. What is the thing that I can use later that costs me the smallest amount of effort possible? Yeah, okay, I get it.
We come to the original Hassan dog act. In 2020, Boogie's appetite would get the better of him and he would bizarrely bite down on his dog in a moment of overwhelming hunger.
What?
You know, my favorite thing about Sammy
That's
is
incredible.
He's delicious. Watch this, guys. You ready? Watch this. This is how delicious my dog is. You guys ready? Did I hurt you? I'm sorry. Did I scare you? Did I scare you? Oh, I scared you. I'm sorry. Did I scare you? Good boy. I must have scared you, huh?
So Boogie bites down on his dog. The dog jumps back a bit, startled, and then like looks a bit scared or whatever. It's honestly, I don't think he probably intended to bite down as hard as he did or anything, or cause the startle. I don't think that he did that on purpose. But what happens is pretty funny. The dog Sammy jerks back immediately in both surprise and pain. When people immediately gave him shit for this, he posted a shortened clip on Twitter that didn't include the biting, while framing it as the reason why people were angry about it. Let's watch that. So he does this a lot. So this is the tweet. It says, "Screw it, here's a clip. I will let you guys decide. I will admit I wish I hadn't startled him though. We have done this silly bit 1,000 times and this is the first time he got startled." So he starts the clip after the bite, basically. Like, you don't even see it. And then he starts kissing the dog and the dog is startled. So he posted a shortened clip, basically, without the bit that people actually had an issue with.
Yeah, guys, this is all I did.
Yeah. And then someone says, when someone comments on his Twitter post asking, quote, "How did any of the Reddit detectives find any of this wrong? I just see a man playing with his best friend." End quote.
That's perfect.
So exactly,
you've got to love that.
Falling into Boogie's trap of shortening the clip. Like, again, I don't think the clip was that bad, but the fact that he still he manipulates his audience by shortening the clip and then presenting it to them on a platter, being like,
It's
guys,
really good. It's
you don't
very
need to
good.
go check. You don't need to go to the Reddit to find
See
what
for
everyone else
yourself.
is saying. See for yourself. Here it is right here. And it's just a shortened clip. It's so transparent. So when this person
I
said
thought
this,
that's what you were mad at. Me kissing the dog. This wasn't a bestiality claim, or
when people when that person said that, Boogie replied that he believed that they just look at him through the lens of everything he does is wrong because they despise him, which is a dishonest
Haters.
response while hiding the actual thing people were upset about in his shortened clip. He also posted this reply on Reddit, which included a video of him declaring that he was smarter than the haters and knew that they were going to take issue with what just happened. Therefore, he was actually vindicated if you really think about it. So there's a post on Reddit that reads, "Called it lol. Hey guys, Boogie2988 here, guy in the clip." So this is in a response to one of the threads where they shared the video of him biting the dog. I know the hate subreddit Sam and Tolkien will downvote me to oblivion, but I wanted to chime in before they do. My dog is fine. He didn't yelp. He was in zero pain. Look at the clip. I didn't even bite his skin. I only pull on his fur. He clearly was in zero pain, just startled. I know you guys hate me, and I know I have given you plenty of reason, but this ain't one of them. Don't be fooled by that hive mind. I am really stupid for playing with my dog like that, and I get that. I won't do that again. We had done it a million times.
He does say that a lot, doesn't he?
And even did it following up a few more times after. What? We had done it a million times and even did it following up a few more times after. But Boogie, you just said you would never do it again. Why, Boogie? Okay, so let's watch the video that he posts in there. So this is the video that he posted in that reply where he says, "Called it lol."
Right now. Clip this right now. Every single one of you clip this. They are going to take me pretending to eat my dog as animal abuse. I shit you not. Absolutely guaranteed. And when they do, post this clip. Post this clip. I fucking promise you, these people are going to pretend that this isn't the happiest dog in the world. They're going to pretend that this dog isn't the most spoiled dog in the world. They're going to pretend that I would ever do literally anything to ever hurt this.
Yeah, I don't think there's any evidence that Boogie actually hurt the dog or hurts the dog.
It seemed pretty harmless to me,
yeah,
honestly.
But I just find that story funny because when he presented it to his audience, he shortened the clip to hide the actual thing that people had an issue with, so it was manipulative in that sense. And then also he puts out a video where he's like, "Guys, I predicted this exactly would happen. How smart am I? See that? That validates my theory that you guys are just haters, basically."
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to do it for this episode. There's way more stories to come. We'll probably circle back to more Boogie content in the future. But I promised that we would stick to 1 to 2 hours for this episode. I have about 20 more pages of Boogie stories.
It's incredible.
So we will go
obviously,
through that.
Jackson, you went to town on this, yeah? Like you were hoping to just make 1 2-hour episode, and then you were like, Jesus Christ, I've already got 30
I couldn't
hours.
stop. I couldn't stop.
You were just like,
And I've
oh,
got
that's
more.
right. I remember that time as well. That's great.
I've got more.
See, that is the awesome thing about, don't you think that lol cows, there is this real feeling of they're part of the family, because there is always somebody in the family that is this endless source of entertainment that their entire job is basically to just be embarrassed at Christmas. That's their job.
I've got 4 more chapters that I really want to explore that I haven't written
Jesus,
yet.
Jackson.
That I haven't even written yet, so that number's going to balloon out probably. We won't be doing it back to back though, because it's too much Boogie for anyone to handle. But we will sprinkle these out throughout time to create the most comprehensive chronology of or compendium of Boogie's antics. I have more headers such as Boogie's suicidal threats, Boogie's threats of violence, Boogie's wife's NDA, Boogie's weird comments. There's a lot. There's a lot to come.
Far out.
But that's going to do it for this
beautiful
episode.
thing.
It's going to do it for this week's episode in the new Boogie podcast. Really appreciate you guys. Official.man if you want to sign up for early access to the shows. Smart Rot's coming back soon. Yeah, keep an eye out for all of that stuff. We'll see you soon. I think that's it. Oh, go check out Jordan's shit.
Do that as well.
He's touring around the country at the moment. Go check it out.
Yes.
All right. Bye, guys.
Thank you for your time. Bye.